Okay. We're doing a little testing with our new software here. Hopefully everything's working. Let me give it a quick look-see and make sure everything is up and running. Oh, there we go. Zarkson's on chat. Okay. Hello, Zarkson. Yeah. Can you guys hear me? This is my first time streaming with this, so I'm doing some little testing. Sounds like everything's working. Okay. Sweet. Good to hear, Dylan. Appreciate it. Okay. Let's get our energy real quick. Sweet. Okay. So, I took a look at our opponent today. So first of all, last round, we, once again scared our opponent with our absolute dominance early on. And so, yeah, they full cleared me, but they didn't quite do it as well as we did it last time. Wow, that was loud. So, of course, they dropped one on Zori. Zori is still one of my favorite defenses right now. I really need to take the time and drop some more Kairos on her, and as soon as she gets double drop, I'm planning on dropping her. But this is what handed me the win right here, is he had to two-shot my Executor, and so because of that, we ended up with just enough banners to scrape out a win. So yeah, we are 2 out of 3 at this point. So we just need one more win, and we'll get some solid rewards and be on our way to Kyber. We're actually really close in overall skill rating, and so yeah, it's getting close. This guy actually, so he scared me a bit when I looked at his roster. Oh, that's out of defenses. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. That's the button when it's between rounds, and so I was like, oh yeah, click right there. But yeah, this is what scared me. Relic 7 Malgus, which means he does have the Leviathan and the Executor. And so this is the first time, the first Grand Arena ever, that I have had a Galactic Legend ship, aka my Executor, on offense, because I don't have any other way to defeat Leviathan. It is like the only capital ship that I don't have any way to do it that's off meta. Because I don't have Bad Batch, so I can't do the Negotiator counter, and I don't have the Scythe because, yeah, I'm not that great at Conquest. Back when the Scythe was coming out, I think I only got 160 shards because I just don't have the roster to be really, really good. But yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting day. We'll see if it was all for naught. We could get through this pretty crappy top wall, end up on that back wall, and find out like he didn't put Leviathan on defense, which would be really depressing and would probably make it really sad. But regardless, we're gonna have to be super, super like very banner pinching and like trying to one-shot every single fight. Otherwise, this could end very badly for us. So it's going to be an interesting one because I've got a much less safe defense now that I don't have Executor on defense. We replaced Executor with Negotiator, so we got a solid Negotiator right here for them to get through. But and I also threw the Falcon with my Malevolence and changed up my lineup a bit just to make it a little bit more annoying, just to see if we can scrape out maybe a hold if he's not very good at fleets. But considering he has Leviathan, or she, I guess Ashley, she has Leviathan, very well might be a problem. But yeah, so I'm thinking I don't think we have to really worry about Leviathan because I do have that Executor lying in my pocket, so I just gotta handle that when I get there. So let's get through this bottom wall and see if we have multiple Galactic Legends to face, because this bottom wall is a doozy already by itself. Yeah, this is intense. As to what I'm going to throw at these things, it's kind of iffy. So this is actually the one I'm kind of most worried about. So I have my own Darth Revan I could throw against it. I have Star Killer that I could throw against it. I could do Traya with Savage. But, like, I'm definitely going to gas this one. Just because gas versus Malgus works really well. And, yeah, okay, so he's going to be using the same thing I'm using, basically. 40% defense. Yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting time, it sounds like. So yeah, I gotta remember these guys are up here. I'm thinking Bounty Hunter's here, Wampa there, Jedi Knight Revan there, and then whatever I have left over should be able to take out that, no problem. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think with that Darth Revan? Do you think you're do you think Imperial Troopers? Do you think Star Killer? Or do you think, let's see, we got Star Killer, Imperial Troopers, or... What was the last counter I was thinking? Oh yeah, Traya with Savage. Those are my 3 counters. So I'm going to do this quick Malgus battle, see if we can't kill it with gas, but I'd love to hear what you guys think with that Darth Revan, because honestly, that's what worries me. Because I really don't want to use Galactic Legends as much as possible. You. What is your relic DT? Are you saying Darth Revan? Darth Revan is pretty low. He's a relic 5. Or is DT something else that I'm not familiar with? Dark Trooper. Oh, he's relic 5, so he's tanky enough to survive and to deal out some damage. So he's a relic 5. So it's basically requirements for Veers, requirements for Piet. So I've got relic 3, relic 8, and then it would be a Dark Trooper, which means I also have this left over to be able to give them the 3 buffs every time they use a basic, so we can pump some extra turn meter into them. So I don't think it would be an awful idea to use them. It's just that relic 9 Malak gets me a little scared. Let's see. Okay, Malchus. Let's get this one going. Protection, defense, that's what I want. As much as 10% protection is going to be great for gas, the defense I think does a little bit better. Should work on the DR. Okay, Imperial Troopers can probably do it. Yeah, I think with the Datacron, I think that improves the chances a lot. Like if this was 5v5, I'd be a little bit more worried because I don't have any other Relic Troopers, but because I can throw Datacrons on, I feel like it would work. But yeah, let's give this one a go. It shouldn't be too bad, you know? Especially because the longer this goes on, the more buffs we're going to throw onto him, and the more buffs that we throw on him, the faster we're going to ramp. And so as long as we don't do too many problems... Oh! Don't want the sack yet. Yeah, we're just going to keep wailing on him, trying to, you know, get those buffs, just keep warming up on us. See if we can't just push really hard. Oh, that's actually super helpful. Okay. We're juicing here. We're juicing. That taunt's actually really helpful right now. Okay, Savage is almost down for the count. Dang, no sack. That's actually really rough. Yeah, that's gonna be really rough. Yeah, we'll just blindly do that. That'll allow us to do that. Okay. Savage is gone. So this shouldn't be too bad of a cleanup. I still would rather not clean it up. So we're gonna hope that we can pull off some nasty stuff. Oh my gosh. Come on. Give me one more turn. Okay. Please do it. Oh my gosh, that's so close. Come on. Finish him off. Dude, heck yeah. Okay. We pulled out of it. That was a really unfortunate timing for fives. But we pulled that out. Okay, we are good. Oh, solid. Okay. So Imperial Troopers is what we're thinking here. What are we going to use here, though, for Star Killer? Because I could mirror match Star Killer. But I'm not a big fan of mirror matching Star Killer. Because let's check his mods real quick. We can take a look. But, yeah, 287. My Mara Jade, unless I accidentally ripped off mods for some event. Mara Jade. Yeah, 332. So we'll have no trouble outspeeding him. So if we want to mirror match, we can easily mirror match that. And then we'll do Imperial Troopers there. And I think that'll work for the best. I don't need to go through squads. That's too much of a pain. I hate how much of a pain it is in squads for 3v3. Dude, heck yeah. SLKR, literally, when I got SLKR, it like night and day for changing how you're... wow, I've never had a screen this large, and Piet looks ugly. Okay. Anyways, yeah, SLKR, when I got him, was like... It literally night and day changed my roster for, you know, I could suddenly get through all of normal conquest with zero problems. He carried me through hard conquest. He, you know, he's so viable in so many different places. He's less helpful with the raids, unfortunately, nowadays, but still, like, that's what pushed me into Chromium when I was in Bronzium. Like, I just got into Bronzium when I got SLKR, and then it just pushed me straight into Chromium, and so, like, I skipped my time in Bronzium almost entirely. But yeah, I'm glad I could help. Yeah, I want to do some more guides because, yeah, those guides, like, yeah, I don't know. Even when I was first starting and I was looking at, like, Arnold's mod guide, it took me, like, 6 watch-throughs to be able to finally figure out what he was talking about, because they don't go over the basics at all, and, like, whenever someone does a guide to a thing, they're like, oh, we need a race to see who can put out the guide first. And so it ends up with people just not really testing. They're just like, put as much speed as you can on this character and do this. And so you end up with just people who aren't putting in work to test. And, like, yeah, you can get some really, you know, solid starts into things, but you end up with people just not knowing what to do next. So I'm really glad that my guides have helped you guys, and I hope I can make some more to help those, especially because a lot of people are pushing to Sith Eternal because of Darth Bane. And so that's my next GL plan, is to come out with a guide for Sith Eternal. Couldn't use them in today's GAC, and I got 10 banners. Oof. Oof. Did you miss the cutoff, or was he just not usable? This is a nerve-wracking fight. Okay, I feel like, so we're gonna steal a page out of, Arnold's book, I think, just to get us hyped for this, because this is a terrifying one. I think I'm going to steal one of his songs. Of course, credit will go in the description, but let me see if I can find one of his songs for this. Here it is. Okay. Yep, we're gonna... Oof, that sucks. Okay. Oh, really? That's cool. Do you know who it was? I'd love to see who it was. Oh, we didn't check the Datacron. That's fine. Are we gonna go all in on Malik or Bastila? I don't know if I can get through Malik in just one go.
You have something I want.
I think we're gonna go for Bastila. Let's get that foresight off. I didn't see if we crit Malik. Okay, solid. As much as I want to hit Malik hard,
These are the droids you're looking for. You have something I want.
that's fine. This is where it gets messy. Okay, another hit? Oh, no, another hit. How are we doing for turn meter? We're not doing great. Let's just get that hit in. Oh, come on, into the red. Oh. There's the red. Problem is, I don't think we're gonna get another hit in. Yeah, I don't think that'll be enough damage. Dang. The asteroid mech. Yeah, that was rough. I don't have much experience with countering Darth Revan with Imperial troopers. Honestly, most people don't put him on defense unless he's there with Malgus. You guys think CLS can clean this up?
You have something I want.
I don't have Han is the problem. Yeah, big oof. Yeah, asteroid mech. I'll have to check him out. Oh, how dare you, Siebes. You're fine, dude. Yeah, we're already dropping battles. We got a Malgus team out of the way, but he split up his Malgus and his Darth Revan, and it looks like it was a good idea because I'm getting screwed. I think honestly, if we had gone full in on Malak at the beginning, we probably would have won. If I'm being honest, so I think we messed that one up, but that's fine. I'm fine messing stuff up. It happens. Like with that Malak, if we had a turn 1 play, we could get in and kill that Malak really quickly. But unfortunately, I'm not sure. I don't think I have any turn 1 plays. I could throw in Hux and hope he takes a turn before Malak. And have them just try to obliterate him. Or we're going to have to use something expensive and go in with, like, Traya to clean up, which I really don't like the idea of doing. Yeah, I think we might have to pull out Traya. Do you think we could... How do you think we're feeling about that? Or do you think we need Savage for this? Fear will upset cooldowns, but fear will only last for 1 turn. We can full focus on Darth Revan. Yeah, the preload is what's going to be the rough portion. I probably should have thrown airplane mode on if I'm being honest. But I'm using a new software right now for streaming, and I don't want to like fiddle with things too much just because I'm brand new to this stuff, and I don't want to like ruin the what I'm doing and freak out the system. And my last streaming service, or not streaming service, but my last program that I used to stream, I couldn't like exit out of the window without it like showing other stuff, and so I was like, yeah, this is not worth using it. So after this stream, I'm sure we'll be using airplane mode a lot more to prevent this kind of stuff. But honestly, I don't see this as a bad thing with where they're at. Yeah, Bosk without, like, I've got a really fast Bosk, but without with a preload, it's just really difficult. And if it was in 5v5, I could easily go in here with a bounty hunter team, and I could have just insta-killed Darth Malik easy, because my bounty hunters are very high speed. But yeah, I think we're gonna try this. Unless anyone has any objections, I think we can take this down without wasting our Savage. And maybe we can plug Savage in somewhere else to help us out. No Datacrons, unfortunately. But yeah, if we can get a... Ooh. Should we bait out cooldowns? We could bait out cooldowns really quick. Throw something in just to see if Malik's fear is there. I think that will be a good idea just to prevent us from getting absolutely boned. We want something that's good but not great. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I realize. Let's try to bait out these cooldowns. See what we can do, because if we can bait out cooldowns... Oh. Perfect. Hey, Lion's Den, how you doing? We're already, screwing up plays. But welcome. It's good to see you, dude. Okay. That worked out perfectly. That baited out his fear, and he didn't get a second hit, and so that means it didn't reduce his cooldowns. So we can now throw... Now we're gonna attempt this without Savage and see if we can't do something about it. Okay, we're gonna do this. Get your cooldowns down. That prevents healing, doesn't it? Can't attack, can't. It looks like it doesn't stop healing. I thought it did. Maybe this is just the raid version. We're gonna have to hope for the best a little bit here. Let's jack up cooldowns as much as we can. Thank goodness. Okay. I was like, oh, like the cooldowns were perfect, but yeah, that's it for Nihilus, I think. Hey, we baited out the fear as well. Yeah, it's Relic 9, dude. Relic 9 just absolutely spanks. I wish I had Relic 9s. Does healing immunity? Okay, yeah. My last GAC when I took a hit with my chess tournament. Oh, won your last GAC and then took a hit with my chess tournament. Dude, I was playing the other day, so I haven't played chess in probably, oh, hold on one sec. Sorry, I didn't realize my door was open and my roommate's back home at this point. But yeah, I haven't played chess since probably high school. I played it with some people here or there, but I was in chess club back in like middle school, and so chess club in middle school basically means you're not actually playing chess, you're just moving pieces around. And so I really haven't played much chess, but I played a game, and I'm an adult now, so I understand strategy a little bit better. But I played a game with my roommate the other day, and he bought this thing called Nightmare Chess. and you get basically this deck of cards that you're able to put in just random stuff, and it lasted like 3 hours, because like you can play a card and it'll be like, oh yeah, for just until the end of this turn, one of your pieces can phase through your pieces, and so you can bring your rook from the back to the front to be able to attack. And I'm like, that's really interesting and really weird, but it was a lot of fun. But yeah, that is basically the extent of my time with chess. Okay, so we baited out. Let's see. So Geonosians obviously aren't going to do the trick. Let's see if we can't do something like this. They can't counterattack, right? They can't attack out of turn, can't they? Can't assist or attack again if their attack is targeting Darth Revan. So they can't assist or attack again, so that gets rid of the true damage of these two. So there's not much of a point to having these two. But him... I don't really want to waste Darth Vader, but I might have to. Because I don't know if that's enough damage to get through a Relic 9. Something like that. Let's try something like that. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Yeah, this week I don't have like any Datacrons lying around. This will be a cheaper counter if I can get it to work out. Because I really don't want to waste another counter. That's right, you can use the ferocity to just lightsaber throw him. That made it super nice. Okay. As I expected, that one was going to be definitely the worst of all of them. I really don't want a Starkiller mirror match, but it's basically what I have to do. Let's get this one done. I still haven't had a problem with Jabba. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, Jabba's really, really hard. And, like, really hard counter. But I feel like unless you bring Kersantin and Bosch Leia up to Relic 8... Yeah, Starkiller on defense isn't the best. A lot of the times, it's just, you can just Imperial Trooper it, which is really stupid. So, like, PSA for those of you watching, if you are going to go against Imperial Troopers, like if you're going to throw Mara Jade on defense at all with Starkiller, Imperial Troopers will always kill it unless your speeds are at least around the 330 area. Piet will end up being like 370 is kind of the area that people like to put him at. He might be 390, but a 330 speed with the 70 boost from Starkiller will always make you faster than Imperial Troopers. But if you're going against someone that knows how to mod and you have Starkiller on defense, if your Mara Jade is slow like this one is, and I say slow as a relative term, of course, because this is still a 287. But yeah, it's just, 287 is not enough because that brings her up to, what, 357 on a good day? Which means you're not going to be, outspeeding the other team whatsoever. So, makes it a problem. Okay. Jabba, is Esquire a good counter Jabba even doesn't go ult? Are you referring to you don't have SLKR's ult, and you're going up against Jabba? It's still possible. I wouldn't say it's as good, but it's still possible. It all just kind of depends. They take a bonus turn. Oh, that's interesting. So it's at least 2 buffs that can be dispelled. They gain 5% offense. That's cool. Yeah, so it's not as likely to win, but you could still win with it. Especially if it's just base requirements Jabba team, you can definitely win with it. Like, I'm not even going to bother to bring in Hux. I don't think if this fight warrants Hux, personally. That Datacron is a little scary, but my Datacron should more than make up for it. But yeah. Like, he's scary if he has a lot going for him, and this Datacron set has some crazy stuff for him. And honestly, if they had like all relic 8s, I would play this very differently. Because what I'd actually do first turn is I'd actually have SLKR use his basic. But I'm not going to do that because this isn't a full relic 8 team. Yeah, go ahead and kill him. Served his usefulness. Douche. So many turns. But yeah, so his basic applies buff immunity, which means that he can now no longer get taunt, which I can now go after Bosch Leia and start siphoning from her. And so that's kind of the big thing you want to do with their high relics, is you want to get around them and start siphoning from Bosch Leia instead of going after Chrysanthemum. So right here, I'm going to siphon her. Yes, I do have blind, but you still siphon even while blind, or they have foresight, or anything like that. You can still siphon. Let's try to go for the kill. No, sir. Try to go for the kill again. Because that goes through blind, because it's unresistible, unavoidable, all that kind of stuff. Siphon from her again. Do I have blind? I don't have blind. We're going to time out the ult for one more turn. I'll get rid of all the buffs. She can't be stunned. Honestly, I'm going to go for the full ult. Okay, sick. Yeah, let's just siphon away. You can't actually siphon Galactic Legends, but you're still boosting your stat, your mastery by 300%. And so it's still definitely worth it trying to get all of the defense he has. Basic. Oh, dodge. What a douche. Let's get rid of all these buffs. So normally if I was actually worried, I'd be trying to time out my ultimate to be when he had his oh my gosh, that's annoying. Die. When he has his ultimate, you want to time out your ultimate for it, but honestly, I'm not worried because it's, you know, kind of a so-so team. Okay. I mean, we've already done one. I might as well pull out another, right? Let's, this is a Star Killer versus Star Killer match, so I gotta throw on, Arnold's, Pull It Out of the Sky song, because I freaking love that song so much. Do I have a Datacron for this? I just, no. Okay. Let's pull up the song real quick. There it is. Okay. We're going for this. I love this song so much. Can't stun, but we all have shock still. Let's get rid of the buffs. Pushing, try to get Mara Jade out of here just so we don't lose turn meter. Don't want to get counterattacks off the Star Killer. Okay, she's gone. We're gonna try and go for buffs again. Yeah, counterattack. Let's just go for basic. Sick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Arnold makes some true bangers. I actually found out they do the whole Spotify Wrapped. Oh, I forgot to put it in one time. I'm the worst. I deserve to lose. Hey, I got full banners out of that. Yeah, he does have a good sense of music knowledge. I'm very impressed with his music. Some of his ones sound very similar to other ones he's done, but that tends to happen with any artist. But he's awesome with it. I'm very impressed by his music. Oh, okay. So we actually have some solid teams in the back. Okay. I can see you. But yeah, huge respect for Arnold. I found out from my Spotify Wrapped that he was one of the top people I listened to this year. I tend to listen to him when I'm at work, and I work a job where I'm not near any coworkers, so I end up kind of just doing whatever on my job.
He was meant to root out the rebels.
Okay, so I've got Sith Eternal left. I've got this guy hasn't been good in modding so far. 305, so that means at 325. So that's pretty fast. Okay. So Aiden. This actually kind of throws a wrench in my game plan, having good teams on the back as well. It's actually really surprising. He's like, what are we going to do for Treya now? Because I want to use bounty hunters on... So if I use Darth Revan there, I can use bounty hunters there. Jedi Knight Revan, or really whatever I have left right there. Same here. Yeah, they won't hit as hard, although they can run kind of a good turn meter train. I'm sure that if it is what I'm thinking it is, this is the interesting. No, they don't. Oh, that makes it actually a lot easier. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, they won't hit very hard, so we might be able to just Savage solo this. Because Savage will interrupt their turn meter. They don't have tenacity down. Or tenacity down doesn't matter. It's, what am I thinking of? It's just overwhelming his damage, so... And they don't do anything like that, right? To recover 2 health. 46% damage. Yeah, it's more of a timeout squad. Agreed. Okay, let's kind of go through the teams really quick. Just see what we have left versus what we need to take out. Hux. Is it a fast Hux? No, it's not a very fast Hux. Still faster than Geo's, though. That's an interesting team. Okay. We're gonna need something at least semi-good to take out Jedi Knight Luke. Problem is, I don't know what takes out Jedi Knight Luke. C solo on Jedi Knight Luke? Yeah, that's an easy clap right there. Okay, so that's okay, so we'll Sith Eternal solo this. We can Wampa solo this. And let's try Savage solo here. Let's see if we can't get that to work out. Still don't have anything for him. Light side, light side, light side. I got one of these Krons for dark side with the offense stacking for him for my next Grand Arena. Okay, we're gonna try this, and we'll just see if it works. It could work. It could, not work. We'll see. The problem with being in Erodium is I start to, especially when I fail, I start to hit points where I'm like, you know, what am I supposed to do here? Leave it on auto. Because they'll pump his turn meter, so they'll never get many stacks of empty. Yeah. So they'll run a turn meter train, but then they'll screw themselves in the foot by hitting them too much. Yeah, just like that. That's no problem. But yeah, if I drop battles like I did in the first wall, I start to run into a problem where I'm running out of teams very quickly. Because my account is not set for you know, it's not a wide roster. It is very tall. So, okay, so we're gonna have to Wampa solo this. So let's get that out of the way. Because I don't think I have any other options when it comes to... Yeah, I don't really have any other counters for her. A little sad to use a Wampa on something so minuscule, but it's fine. Okay. Ow, stop it. While I'm here kind of just doing some solos and doing some easy battles that I don't really have to pay attention to. Lion's Den, tell me a little bit about your account. Oh, come on. Fine, I will keep ramping, jerk. If Wampa didn't work on Aiden, like, Aiden would be such a menace to society in this game. Oh, it fell off. Come on. Give it to me. Oh, he's about to die on his turn. We're not going to wait for it. Okay. Okay, we're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad. Okay, so we got to sit the Eternal Solo right there. So we got to come up with something to use on both of these teams. Let's go to the top wall, see what we can't take down real quick. I guess we should probably test and like try out what we're thinking of trying out first. So I don't know why I'm trying to scroll. Bounty Hunters. Yeah. Holy crap, dude. Yeah, it's gonna work. Without, I should have gone Aura Sing lead instead of boss lead. If I wanted to get a fast contract. Oh, goodness. Okay. Problem is, I don't really know what kills Shorty either. Yeah. Missed out on that Arsing lead. Like, I literally pressed the button, I was like, I bet I messed that up because of the VIP thing. Okay, so we got, let's count for teams real quick. Can I get, if I can get him to work somewhere. They don't have Plague, do they? this team doesn't have plague without gain 20%. Yeah, I'm thinking I might have to use Darth Revan right there. But I'm trying to stretch teams here. I don't think this team has plague. It doesn't have plague, right? Yeah, so deal inflict plague for 3 turns. This attack ignores protection. Is immune to allied dispels and loses all stack of plague when healed to full health. So she can still inflict plague. He still... Okay, so... There's got to be an easy answer for this. Hold on, who do I have left for bounty hunters? I mean, couldn't be bad, right? Yeah, because if we can get something, you know, easy to take down these other couple of teams, I shouldn't really have any problems. Oh, let's clear off. Okay, now we have a target. Both are taking turns. And just like that, we have contract. Okay, we're gonna focus on zombie. And that'll give me... Yep. Okay. Sick. So that one's gone. Man, that plague mechanic isn't as impactful. Yeah, also it struggles because they were using non-Talzin lead. What was it? Or Asajj Ventress lead. And Asajj Ventress, her lead doesn't have any extra plague on it. Whereas with Mother Talzin, every time they use a special ability, it applies plague on people. And so the only ability that really applies plague on any of those characters is Mother Talzin's AoE. The rest of them don't do anything. Optimal Night Sister setup is kind of debatable depending on what you're fighting. But most people just do the 3, which is Mother Talzin, Daka, Zombie. I think that you can get away, if you're trying to use Daka Zombie as cheese, I think you can get away with doing other things with the Night Sisters. Because, you know, you could do something like Mother Talzin, Marin, and Asajj, and you'd have ramping damage and have a because of Asajj, and then whoa, I have no idea what that was because I haven't figured out how to use this program. But if it was a subscribe, thanks for whoever it was. You're awesome. I love you with all my heart, my mind and strength. But yeah, I think that you know, you could pull off some pretty cheesy stuff if you just do Mother Talzin with Marin as well as Asajj Ventress, because Marin will bring you your revives. Asajj Ventress will have the ramping damage from her Omicron, and then you'll have Mother Talzin to bring in the plague with Marin's extra plague putting on top. And so that would be a solid team right there, and that would leave you Daka and Zombie to put with either SLKR or Sith Eternal to do the cheese. And that'll get you through like that. Daka Zombie can get you JMK and like get you a JMK kill from your SLKR in 3v3. It can do a JMK kill for your Sith Eternal. So like Daka and Zombie are great in other places. So that Marin kind of fulfills the Daka Zombie cheese for you. Also, I heard that again. I'm gonna check real quick. Let me. Yeah, Ant plays games, and then Dank Ideals. Dank Ideals, that sounds super familiar. I feel like I'm in a Discord with you or something. Ah, thanks for subscribing, guys. Let's get back in. But yeah, so that would be my suggestion for Night Sister setup, would be Mother Talzin, Asajj, and Marin. My guild is 4 Noobs by Noobs is the name of the guild. I mean, it's not my guild, but it's the guild I'm in. I got a couple friends that are in the guild. and so I like real friends, like, you know, I know in real life that I got into the game, and so I stick to that guild kind of religiously so I can play with them and help them out. Poopers, did you just wake up from your nap? Huh? You are tired, poopers. No way. No way. No way. Jati, good girl. I'm around, perhaps just seen me. Yeah, I don't know. You sound super familiar. I don't know. I'm loyal to my guild. Yeah, we've actually been doing real well this year. We were tallying it up today, and we have only lost 4 territory wars in the last year, and we even went up against my my old guild, which is full of people that I know in the area, and they're the people that got me into the game. And so it was a really fun competitive spirit where, you know, they were just trying to wreck me, and, you know, it was personal to them, and my guild's just like, yeah, we're just treating this as anything else because we have no idea who these people are. So it's been a fun year for the guild that I'm in. Okay, so we still have a Sith Empire team. We still have a CLS team. We have a So-So Jedi Knight Revan team. This team is meant to kill Jedi Knight Revan, so Jedi Knight Revan's probably not a good idea here. Honestly, with no Nihilus and no with no Nihilus, no Savage, I think this actually might work. I'll use this for CLS, that's right. And then what is this one for? Oh, this one I don't really have a place for. It's just to give me extra defense. Does my arm taste delicious, huh, Mara? Go lay down. Go lay down. Okay. And then I might be able to pull off a solo somewhere with him. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so we'll try this. I don't think it's a bad combo. Like this was literally my go-to for a long time, is just being like, oh, I need to kill a team. Why not use this? Oh, come on. Oh, I forgot about Talon. Dang it, that would have been beautiful. Dang. Yeah, that was my bad for forgetting about Talon. Yeah. Dang. Talon's revive just screwed me. I should have gone for Scion. Well, there goes one team. Dang. Traya always just throws me off because it didn't used to be a great team, and then all of a sudden it's just fantastic. Okay, so hardest teams first. This is probably the hardest team that we have to fight. And it's probably the one that I'm most uncertain about. Is he immune to fear? He has to be immune to fear, right? Yeah, immune to stun and fear. But honestly, I think, yeah, Darth Revan should take that. The one I'm most worried about, though, is this. So I think I'm going to use my Sith Eternal here. And we're going to pull out all the stops. And by all the stops, I just mean throwing Maul with him. 30%. Shorty. And there's blocked. And Deception is starting to get passed around. Sweet. Good job, guys. You're doing so much damage. Yes. Ouch. It hurts. Let's just finish this up. Okay. And... Oh, that's interesting. That's good to know. That spare parts actually works through an ultimate from the army. I don't know if it's good to know. It's interesting, but I don't think I'll ever use it practically. Okay. 35 banners, I'll take it. Yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be a rough one for us, guys. Okay. That leaves us... Okay. So we still have a couple good teams. Let's see. Who do we have left over here? I'm thinking Darth Revan here. It's kind of an absolute have to. Can I split my Darth Revan? Damage or tank? Dang. Damage or tank? I feel like it's he who kills first wins in this scenario. Because we're gonna open up 196. We're gonna easy open up with fear on the whole team. I haven't fought many Jedi Knight Luke. Does he drop like critical damage? Reduces speed is a big thing. Start of encounter, all Jedi allies gain granted. Well, debuffs on all allies and call Jedi allies to assist, dealing 20% less damage. All cover 25% health and protection. Gain 100%. What is Hermit Yoda's speed like? Yeah, so we're no matter what, we're gonna go first. No, I want to save that for CLS to pull something off. And then just minus Malik and hope for the best. Yeah, let's try it. I think we got this. It's going to be a rough Grand Arena for us, it sounds like, but... Okay, no... Okay... I mean, if we can get... Wait, what? But enemies can't attack out of turn on Darth Revan. Am I crazy, guys? I am so lost. I am so confused. God, Ben. Get you out of here. Get Spy in here. We'll try that. But yeah, no, like that was... Am I crazy? You can't assist. He's about to take a turn. I don't want to lose my taunt. a sudden I can't. There we go. Say, like, why can't I land this? Jeez, he just regains so much protection. Good gracious. Yeah. Yeah, he's gaining stats too fast. I can't keep up with him. Dang, dude. I just have not had good luck today. Yeah, like that. Literally, his thing is it's doing nothing. Well, I mean, we'll just leave an auto because, you know, what else can you do? Anyone have any good advice when it comes to Jedi Knight loot? Because I got nothing. Oh? Oh! Hey! Hey, I will take that. I was expecting just a timeout. Just get rid of Shock T. Oh, that is nice. Jeez. Yeah. I'm so lost on how Darth Revan just got hit by both of them right there. I don't know what happened. Jeez, okay. So yeah, we're starting to run out of teams. Hardcore. Do we have any Sith left? None with leader abilities. Oh. I think that my Sith can definitely take something down. It just kind of depends on what. I think Malik could probably solo team. This is, I think, going to be one of the problematic teams, if I'm being honest. I don't know. First order. Where's my first order? Do something like that, you guys think? I don't know. Okay. Oh. Okay. So we got first order for that. We need a place to plug in our CLS. I really don't like the idea of CLS going up against Treya. But I don't see many other options. And so I think that's what we're going to have to do, is do our CLS against Treya. And see if we can hope that something happens with it. Okay, here we go. We got this. We got this. Pushing it forward. Pushing it forward. Yo, Lion's Den, are you still around? Let's try to start moving out there.
Mine. Hey, over here.
Okay, that confused. Keep that off.
We're certainly lucky that you are on. Very well.
There's the savior. That is a good start.
There's no time for your Mine.
Oh, you suck. He just dodged 3 hits. Holy crap.
Hey, over here.
Okay. Finish him off him.
My goodness. Dear. Very well.
There we go. Okay. Sick. That was a little scary for a little bit. Okay. We got Jedi Knight Revan, we got a Phasma team. And then we got our wonky Sith. I'm thinking wonky Sith here. Wonky Sith, wonky Sith. Come on, where's my wonky Sith? Wonky. Come on, we can pull this off. We can pull this off. Am I blind? I think I'm blind. We got this. We got this. Ooh, I love the new background. That is something that's really nice. I love the new background. Now that they've started adding like the new stuff from all of the other game modes. Like I actually love it so much. Okay. I mean, we get rid of 10%. That is the win condition right there. Getting buffs, protection back up. We got it. Okay. Boy, do I hate that. Okay, there's our win condition. We're good. We are doing well. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Okay. We're pulling some plays. We're pulling some plays. Some plays that shouldn't work, but we're pulling them. So I'm saving Jedi Knight Revan for North. And I'm thinking Panda. Out of Datacrons. Gosh, I cannot wait for next week. I've got so many Datacrons cooking. Like, holy shiz. Okay. Let's go for it. Whoa. What the freak? Oh, I'm sorry, guys, for not seeing your you guys' messages. Apparently, my chat froze. It's just popped back up. I'm sorry, guys. That was my bad. I was like asking you guys questions. I'm like, I guess no one just wants to talk today. I guess I'm just gonna sit here and cry. But no, it's on my end. That's my bad. Sorry, guys. Give me a sec here, and I'll go through the chats and see what I missed. Turn meter. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Okay. Well, here goes him just trying to solo this. why I love Kylo Ren. Problem is they heal too much before I can get back to them. Well, another problem with having Kylo Ren solo is you can't hit auto. It is not possible to hit auto whatsoever. Because if you hit auto, the moment that you hit auto is the moment that you just can't do anything. You just sit there and he hits AoEs over and over again, and AoEs won't keep him alive. I know, right? Oh, that was my chance. I looked down at chat and I missed my chance. I'm dumb. My bad. Yeah, like, honestly, Newt does some stuff, and it's supposed to be... What he does is supposed to be doing a lot more, but because of Kylo Ren's kit, that, max health effects don't really affect him, he's not really... Oh my gosh. The moment I finally pull off a stun, and it's like, oh yeah, no. Yeah, this is gonna be a timeout. I probably should have tried using this on Dooku instead. Yeah, it's like right there, that was an opportunity to get around Tom. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to sit here stuck behind this guy. Honestly, not a bad split up as Separatist. I'm actually impressed. I'm also very upset by, you know, the battles that I've dropped. And we pulled off some interesting plays, but the drop battles are just hurting us hard. Okay. Well, it's not looking like we're getting anywhere. We don't have ramping damage, unfortunately. And so, you know, we're not getting much out of this. So. Okay, let's take a look. Holy shiz, dude. Oh my goodness. Okay. There we go. That's where it froze. This is why I love my guildies. Did you vote for that new currency? Yeah, I actually haven't seen it either, which was surprising. Yeah, tank is, yeah, with Jedi Knight Luke, with the reducing stats, it can be rough. Currency event ended. The new currency event is a minimum of Relic 3, not a Relic 7. For, like, all of the people you use. I think the GLs themselves are Relic 7 requirements, though. I thought it would be, around the same time as Conquest. They didn't really announce a timeline. Yeah, the Geo Soldier was 100% an accident. Okay. But yeah. Is Lion's Den still in the chat at all? Or is he gone? Okay, let's see what we got here. Wow, we don't have a lot for that bottom team. And I really need to get to fleets. And so, obviously, fleets. So, we're going to do... We're going to do that. And see if we can't get ourselves to fleets at least. But yeah, we've been just dropping way too many battles today. Just some unfortunate RNG all around. Yeah, let's just... Oh, Jedi Knight Revan in canon is RRs after GAC. Yeah, I'm down. Throw your ally code in the chat if you want a roster review, as well as throw in just a little bit of information, kind of what you've gotten, and what you're going for. So what your next 2 projects are and what your last project is. And I will do some roster reviews and just kind of go from the top if you guys want to start doing that. I mean, we'll see if they're roster reviews or more roster roasts. But yeah, I'd like them to be roster reviews. I want to see your guys' accounts be just absolutely gorgeous. Immaculate, if you will. Maybe, okay, hold on. Dank Ideals. Maybe I've seen you in another stream for another streamer that I've watched. I don't know. I feel like I've heard Arnold say the name Dank Ideals. Maybe I'm crazy. Java or Leia, currently farming gas. Okay. And what was your last, Yeah, okay, I thought so. What was your last farm as well? Before gas. Yeah, so there's our worry. That was the thing that we were scared about. JML and Ray within a month. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see if we have a singular team to throw at this, because like I mean we don't have much. I mean, we used this last Grand Arena. It has to work, right? Right? Okay, Siebes. Okay, I'll get to Siebes in just a second. I'm gonna try this team, and it's not looking good. But, ooh, Tolerable Fighters. Interesting. That sounds like a less of a farm where you're like, yeah, I'm going for this for my roster, and more of a, I really like Sonic and Star Wars canon. Yeah, see, that's where his kit's coming in, is he's, so basically he deals damage equal to, I think it's 10% of the enemy's health whenever you apply a debuff, and so that's why BB-8 just died off right there. And so when you have teams like, you know, General Grievous, it's really great. But when you have Kylo Ren on the opposite side, Kylo Ren reduces all health damage effects, and so it ends up just being kind of a, they can't really hurt him enough because the debuffs don't actually deal damage. Unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, Poe. I mean, Poe was dealing some solid damage. My resistance hero Poe actually does some solid damage, and I'm always impressed by him. Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. Hold on, I have a buddy who's been in our chat a couple times. He put out a video on how to use Executor on might as well watch his video, right? Dang, I wish I could sort this by like people who I follow. Can't seem to find it. I'll just take the first video and we'll take a whack at this, because I've never tried Executor versus... Okay, I have tried it, and it's like a very low win rate when it's just, you don't know what you're doing whatsoever. I wish I had this streaming software down, so then when I could actually just take a look and... Okay. I don't care about Executor and Leviathan mechanics. RNG factors. Okay, so you use triple attacker. You full in on the Marauder. Okay, so triple attacker. And we'll run ourselves a interesting. Okay. We'll try it. I got no idea how this battle works. We aren't actually going to need Houndstooth because, you know, you only get 4 reinforcements, but we'll bring it in just in case because I don't think we'll need it for any of our other fleets. But we're going to try this out and see if we can't get some work done. Okay. This is, yeah. I have no idea what I'm doing, if you guys have noticed. Oh, dude, you're unlocking the Scythe tomorrow? Oh, I am so freaking jealous, dude. Okay. Honestly, that was a better opening play than the regular lineup, which is usually what I use against this. I'm going to assume we're just going to try and go for as much damage as we can. The engines. Yeah, pulls out that. Oh, that's a poor placement of whatchamacallit. Come on, don't lose IG yet. Come on, give me a turn, give me a turn. Okay. That won't actually hit anyone is the problem. Foresight get knocked away? I mean, there we go. Sweet. Oh, and that taunt came in handy. Okay. So we're doing solid. He has days. So yeah, we're gonna focus on Malgus. Days. Yeah, let's do that. We'll get rid of his buffs at least. Okay. And then once Slave 1 gets another hit. Yeah, chance to hit again is kind of what I was hoping for. Just as long as they don't all gain. Oh, okay. Clear off. So it clears off everyone. Kill? Yes, okay. This is extremely clean upable, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Yeah, that 6 star is helping a lot. Kill. The 6 star is slowing me down by a lot, so I still haven't lost my perks. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. We're doing good, we're doing good. We just gotta get this done. This feels like a long fleet battle, like, yeah, I'm already doing this. Oof. Get some ability blocks in. All in. Come on. Oh. Dang it. Another reinforcement. Okay, the scimitar. Not surprising at all. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if I can, I'm gonna have to clean this up. That didn't even do that much to the freaking scimitar. Oh, yeah. Whoa, didn't he have the bulwark? happened? That's it. But I can deal with that. That is extremely clean-upable. I just gotta remember what fleets I got. Okay, extremely clean-upable. How are we feeling about Executor? Do we want to try the Chimera counter we tried last time and then leave the Finalizer to clean up the other one? Or should we do Finalizer for this Executor battle and then clean up this one with the Chimera? I think either fleet can clean this up pretty easily. And so I think we can use either one to counter the Executor. So what are you guys thinking? Chimera or do you think Finalizer? Let's see. I think Chimera has a better chance to win against this. I look 5s across the board. It's not the Finalizer? Okay. I mean, Finalizer isn't Finalizer isn't too bad. I generally do Finalizer, honestly. That's my go-to counter for this team. We'll just throw it in the same order that I always throw it in. This one. Okay. Just in case we get in trouble, we'll throw in the Ebon Hawk. But we should be fine. It should be pretty standard. Okay, so first things first, we hit Bosk. Bosk can no longer gain turn meter. Let's see, is it? Yes, it is. Okay, so we just focus on him. This is where we kind of gamble. Glad we gambled. So basically, if we hadn't gambled, so there's a chance that he wouldn't have gotten a turn before Houndstooth, but if we hadn't gambled, then Houndstooth could have cleared off the ability block with that call to assist that happened right there. So we're doing solid. We're doing solid. Keep pumping turn meter. Finish off that. Okay, at this point, it's not bad. We just gotta wait for a turn with. Yep. Make sure I'm bringing the right reinforcement. Yep. I'm gonna go for the ability block. Oh gosh, that was bad. Come on, keep hitting them. Oh, freak. Okay, we're gonna get stuck behind him. Get rid of that. Finish him off. Yeah, unfortunate, but we'll work through it. Oh yeah, his damage is so amazing. Let's get him some health and protection back. Yeah, clean up. Douche. Solid hit. Yeah, we're gonna call it out just because we can prevent them from going much farther. Plus, we can inflict the. Oh, sick. Okay, so as long as we get some hits on him, he's gonna die. Just period. Yeah, let's finish him off with that. 2 damage. What? What was that? That was BS, I'll tell you that. Have lifesteal. I think all Houndstooths have lifesteal to some degree. It's just dependent on how many relic levels that you put into the ship. I'm actually feeling this because I want to fast turn. That's why I'm the fast turn. Let's try to land a stun. Yes, sweet. Let's try to land another stun so we don't have to deal with people. No such luck. Okay. They're getting close to blowing up my ship. How are we doing on turn meter? Yeah, I want him to get as close as possible. But yeah, and so like it's dependent on relic level, I'm pretty sure, for gaining health back like that. Yeah, I'm definitely glad that we decided to bring in Ebonhawk. I think that definitely slowed him down enough that we could recover from that mess up with Bosk. That was just some unfortunate RNG there. Okay. I don't like the looks of this because I don't know anything about this team. And so we're going to treat it like it's the scariest thing on Earth. And just guarantee that we get TDC out. Yeah, we'll do this. I'm scrolling. Yeah, I couldn't tell you kind of what's behind it. I've seen it happen a lot of the time. But then again, you saw that 2 damage hit. I have no idea why that happened. Like, it's just... Geez, that seems much faster than it was on an Executor. I might be crazy, but... yeah, we'll pull this out. Because since this is 3 instances of damage, I should be able to just hit it and, yeah, remove a whole bunch of stacks. Go under an unresistible stun. Keep working at it. Honestly, that's the one that's the most annoying, is him. And I hate the fact that they've never patched that. It is the most annoying thing. I was really hoping I could maybe pull out a turn with someone else. Few times it was normal. Yeah. One thing that I am so happy about, though, yeah, they haven't patched the TDC in the sense of it's counted as a crewless, and like just people won't go for it and things like that. But like, it's so unfortunate that we weren't able to get through that. Hopefully he gets stuck on my Zori in the same way. He put a lot of teams on defense. I was actually very surprised with what he put on defense. But yeah, no, like the TDC, they haven't fixed some stuff with it, but then again, they haven't nerfed TDC either, and so I'm kind of okay with what they've done in that case. But yeah, there's our Grand Arena. At least it wasn't nearly as clean as our last one, and we'll see if it results in a win. But it's not looking pretty, that's for sure. I was hoping for something a little bit prettier, but we failed on some counters. Just had some bad RNG. Like, we had counters for things, but... Oh, TDC is the TIE Defender. TDC stands for TIE Defender Carry, because in the Executor match, basically, you just have the ships there to get TDC out. And then as soon as he gets out, the TIE Defender just carries the entire battle. You could just have the TIE Defender solo the entirety of Executor by itself. Like, as long as you've already killed Bosk, you are 100% fine just letting it carry everything else. Because it just keeps getting foresight and just absolutely brutalizing everyone on the field. And so it's gotten the affectionate name of TDC instead of just being called the TIE Defender. So, amazing, amazing ship. They haven't fixed some of the problems with it, but they also haven't nerfed it. So I'm kind of okay with where they're leaving it. CG's interesting that way. Let's start on these roster roasts. Okay. Let's see. Where's the first one? Okay, we got Dank Ideals. Year and a half old. Okay, so you're a ways in. You're a ways in. We got. Oh, I gotta type it in. That's right. I really need to figure out how to disable that freaking like touchpad thing. It's so annoying. 68773. Dankerton. Here we go. Okay. So you've been in for about a year and a half. Okay. Let's take a look. Yeah, so you had your fun little farm getting all the characters for Jedi Knight Cal. Okay. Goes with your Jedi Master Luke. Hot. Okay. So I'm guessing you spend a bit, either that or you're amazing at the game to already have Maul and to have, you know, Grand Inquisitor lying around, as well as Jedi Knight Cal Kestis so fast. Like, okay. So let's take a look at your teams as of right now. I just kind of want to look at some of your factions, see what you have. So you haven't really worked on Imperial Troopers. Okay. So you do have a what is your team that you currently use? Yeah, Visas Mars, you're 12. So is that who you use with your Star Killer? Oh no, Dylan, you're good. You can go ahead. So throw in your ally code, what your current next two farms are, and what you were working on before. Occasionally, yeah, I too occasionally spend Dank Ideals. It's fine. Baby Cal, yeah, dude. To be honest, Star Killer with Baby Cal is sexy. Maul with Seer, interesting. Okay. So you don't have the Mandalorians, do you? Okay, yeah. So you're using Maul with Seer. That's interesting. Do you get a lot of work out of that? Gar Suxon, Imperial Super Commando. Okay. And then you were saying that you wanted to go for either Jabba, so your Hutt Cartel. I mean, you've got some solid 7 stars already. Or you were gonna go for let me give a look. Let's see. Not seeing any new characters up there. Okay, so you got a 5-star Rex, a 5-star Drogon, and then you have a Relic R2, a Relic 7 R2. So you're close with the R2. But yeah, Rex and Drogon only 5 stars. And your Jedi, let's take a look. I definitely want to check out. Okay, so you don't have Jedi Knight Luke fast. Is there any particular reason that you don't have your Jedi Knight Luke fast? I know you're supposed to go offense mods in general, but let me actually just take a look at your overall roster. This might be a full-on problem that we need to talk about. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, hold up. Bodhi Rook is your fastest non-GL? Okay, let's take a look at your Resistance Hero. Resistance Hero is always supposed to be fast. 311, that's respectable. It's respectable. So, yeah, like, what is up with Bodhi? Don't worry, we'll get to your account, Lion's Den. We'll be sure to roast it. But yeah, so this is. Okay, Bodhi holds GLs. Interesting. Okay, I haven't heard that, but I mean, hey, if you get holds with that, you get holds with that. Swap him in out of Lee. That's fair. Okay, and then let's check your your GLs real quick. Are they... Okay, yeah, they're respectably modded. So I wouldn't say you have really a problem with modding. It looks like, you know, the characters that you feel you need to get fast, you have fast. Ooh, although that is a slower Bosk. That might be something to take a look at, is getting your bounty hunters a little bit more speed, because you do have some respectable bounty hunters, and if you're getting the new Lightspeed bundle, definitely something that might be something to go for. Okay, this is kind of the part that's worrying, though. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so you do have the Radis. You don't really have a Negotiator fleet. You do have a Chimera. But you do have a Chimera fleet. Okay. Yeah, so... looking so far at your roster, you look like you've been pretty focused on getting your farms, and like getting things started in a lot of different directions. Kind of chasing legendaries, it seems like is a lot of your stuff. But yeah, the BAM pack coming soon. That'll fill out your bounty hunters perfectly. So I would suggest. So really quick, tier wise. You want the fastest to be Bosk at like around 330 speed, and then you want like right after him, like 327 to 329, have sorry, my brain's farting, Grief Karga. And so because of that, you'll basically have Bosk Taunt, which will give everyone buffs, and then you can pull off the Aura Sing trick of getting like instant contract and immediately killing off people. And so that's kind of how you want to do those bounty hunters. And so if you were to go for Jabba, that actually would fit with your farm really well, because it would help you along with a Lord Vader counter. Did you buy the... Okay, so you have all this. Please, please, for the love of all that is holy, I know it's expensive to get some Zetas. Get Zori up. So here's so Bosk you won't use. Okay, we're getting off topic, sideways, and all kinds of stuff, and I apologize for that, because I love looking at this account. This is actually a really well-rounded. It just has a couple holes in it. Okay, so yeah. You have Bosk already done. Bosk is fantastic as a lead, but you're going to want to replace him with Aura Sing. And Aura Sing is a requirement for Jabba. And so you'll have Aura Sing already done, and then you'll have Bosk, Grief Karga, and Mando. And just those four right there are going to do some insane stuff for you. And then if you throw in Zam with her Omicron, I mean, I use Zam at gear 12 with her Omicron with no problems. You're going to do some great work. I'm guessing that you don't have BAM, right? Scoundrels. Yeah, so... I don't know why I'm bothering. Yeah, there we go. So you do have BAM. You don't have a great BAM. But yeah, so what I'm seeing is your roster... Everyone is saying Endor Leia. Like, obviously Endor Leia is the meta right now. A lot of it is focused around Datacrons, but the Datacrons are not everything. Honestly, okay, so yeah. Like, everyone's saying Endor Leia is the way to go, but she is so far out with the single drop farms for her and that kind of thing. Unless you're spending money, it's going to take you a while to get there. And based on what I'm seeing from your roster, you are primed and ready to go on Jabba. And I think that is 100% a great farm for you. And I think you are exactly right. I think that will fix both your ship problem as well as your a lot of holes in your roster, is by going for bounty hunters. So let's see your bounty hunter ships. Let's make sure that you yeah, so you already got your bounty hunter ships like kind of started and ready to go. Like Xanadu's Blood is your only one you're missing. Like, this is super solid. So yeah, 100% Executor. And there's also some holes that you can fill in as you go off of this. So you're going for executor. I don't know if you know what the executor requirements are, but we'll go over them real quick. So with executor, you're gonna get Darth Vader up to Relic 7, obviously, which you already have done. You're gonna get your Boba Fett up. Boba Fett needs to be Relic 7 for Jabba anyways. Dengar is kind of a worthless one to you. You'll have a Piet, so you can start on your Imperial Troopers. Then you get IG-88 and Bosk done. But more importantly, you are building the basis of your Chimera fleet, and so you'll have an excellent Chimera fleet to use on offense. Especially because you already have the TDC at Gear 12. And then you'll have Houndstooth, Slave 1, IG. So you'll basically have everything you need for both Executor and Chimera. That'll fix your fleet problem of you not having enough fleets. Because honestly, that's kind of the big jump to get to Erodium from where you are now. If you had more fleets, I 100% think that you could use your roster to get to Erodium and stay in Erodium for as long as you need. And so, yeah, I would 100% go for Executor. And in doing so, think about doing the Imperial Super Commando. I want to say Gas is great. I really do. Gas is an amazing farm. I went for Gas. You can see, you saw my Gas, and it really has given me, a great Galactic Republic fleet. Like, it's solid. But it's so far off of the path that you're currently on that I don't know if I'd say it's a great farm for you. And so that going for that Executor will start to fill in your Chimera fleet, which can beat so many fleets. Yeah, exactly. Relicking the clones is a hard sell. Relicking really anything for Negotiator is a hard sell unless you're going for Lord Vader. And so 100%. Executor will fix your Chimera fleet. It'll fix your fleets in general by giving you Executor as well. And it'll get you on your way to Jabba. And it'll also give you the opportunity to do what I'm doing, which is take a little bit of time and consider working on the Imperial Super Commando and work on Gar Suxon. Because then not only will they help out that Chimera fleet as you're on your way to getting it, it will also fill out your Maul, and you can 3-man teams with Maul and those two in 5v5 Grand Arena. So that would be my suggestion, is 100% work on your mods a bit, move stuff around. But in general, it seems like your account's doing really well, and I think I would just stay on that path, not try to deviate out of kind of the rebels that you're kind of going for already. So Executor and Jabba is going to be a great farming path. And that also opens up you 2 different directions. So you can go, after that, you could go to Sith Eternal if you get Darth Bane. Yeah, Kylo would work as well, especially if you bought the bundles. And so you'd have Kylo, Sith Eternal, and Endor Leia all kind of within your reach at that point after you get Executor and you get Jabba. And so you'll kind of have however you think your account needs, you can go for it. So if you're like worrying, oh, my defenses aren't doing well, I can go, for Endor Leia. Or, I need something a little bit more aggressive, I need an attacker, you can go for SLKR next. And so yeah, Executor, Jabba, and then from there you'll be open into a whole bunch of different stuff. I hope that helps. We're gonna move on to the next account. Let's see. Okay, so Dank Ideals, I'm Siebes. Let's get to you next. Just got raised, started around June, so you started pretty recently. So you've spent a little bit of money to get to where you are. Star Killer Relic and Night Sister team going in the meantime. Okay. Any particular reason why Night Sisters? Is it just kind of one of those pet farms like Gas was for me, where it's just like, I really want this? Yeah, dude, don't worry. We are all insanely Zeta starved. Like, it's bad. You spend like 50 a month. Okay, yeah, so you're about where I'm at. Goldfish, maybe a little bit bigger, like a dolphin. because I like them. Yeah. We'll take a look at your Night Sisters first, just to kind of take a look. So you already have a 5-star Marin. That's actually solid work. That's about where mine is, because I don't have a place to use my fleet energy. So I was like, I love Marin as a character, so we're gonna go for her. So solid Marin start. Looks like you haven't gotten much into them, which is not unexpected. You know, it has how it works when it comes to this kind of stuff. The Zeta Purge of 2023. Oh, yes. It's no longer to be known as the Lightspeed Bundles. It's just the Zeta Purge. Love that. Okay, so you have Rey at Relic 5. I'm guessing you're going to push her to Relic 7. If you weren't planning on it, please do. Any GL is worth getting to at least Relic 7. A lot of people take them to Relic 8s or 9s. I say you need at least Relic 7 to get all the viability. Watchmen, my own guys fighting for Zetas. Yeah, fair. Yeah, the problem with Relic 8s is if you have the ability to Relic 8, absolutely. But Relic 8 is something that I kind of relegate to if it's a requirement, I have it. But yeah, so you have a GL. That is fantastic. You're working on getting your Star Killer up. Okay, well, I want to check this, because this is probably going to be a problem. If you're this new... Okay, that's good. Honestly, that is good for a 6-month-old account. That is solid speed for Mara Jade. You got a Zeta on Zori, absolutely great. 274 speed, that's going to be a 300 speed. So the reason that you want to get Resistance Hero Finn up as high as you can, I keep mine at 330. I'm going to be trying to get him even higher. But the reason you want him fast is because if he can be fast enough, he gets a plus 35 speed from Zori. And so it can make it so troopers can't outrun your Zori team at all, which is hilarious. Dank Ideals, I'm going to say yes. As much as I hate to say it, yes. Because you can use him for the Reva mission as well. And so you might as well bring him to Relic 7 just to make your scythe that much beefier. Yeah, speed mods are hard. I 100% agree. You've got like a solid start from what I'm looking at though. Like one of the big things that's misunderstood about mods is that all of your characters have to be fast. And it's not true. Just the main characters on each team need to be fast. Oh, so he is Relic 7, you mean Relic 8. I personally wouldn't. That sounds like a waste of a Relic 8 to me. That you could use on getting other characters up. I think you'll get all the viability you'll need out of him with his Relic 7. The answer for whether or not Resistance Hero Finn is worth taking up higher, the answer is technically all of them are worth taking up higher for when it comes to Zori's team, but that's only if you're seeing just a lot of people being able to take them down really easily. But honestly, Relic 5, you'll get most of your viability out of him. It's more important that you raise his speed than his Relic level. Well, let's take a look at him. I mean, he's pretty high up there. Yeah, I mean, that's a plus 84 speed. That's not bad at all. I'll be releasing some videos here soon on some just mod plans to make it a little easier to farm mods for people. Let's see, where's your Star Killer? Because I'm sure you have him unlocked, right? Yeah, there he is. So you're going to want him fast as well. I know this is a rough ask, but getting him up is going to be super, super helpful. Honestly, I'm looking at this right now, like just looking at your account, and I think there's two things that you need to focus on. And that is filling in the holes of your Lightspeed bundles. So you've got a solid start on your Resistance Hero team. You have a solid start on your Scoundrel team, which is going to fill out even more with IG-11 and... let's see, IG-11 and Queel that you're going to get here soon. So you're going to want to drop a Zeta on Queel when you get him. So that'll give you a solid Dash Rendar team. But I think you should focus on finishing up some teams and getting just kind of your account lined out. I know this is probably the hardest thing for most people. It is the hardest thing for me. I've had to time and time again pull myself out of farms and chase things. Yeah, Starkiller minimum Relic 5. Minimum 1 Omicron, but prefer 2 Omicrons. We'll get to that in a sec. But I'm looking at this, and I like, you're gonna get, a Grief Karga, you're gonna get a Mando up pretty high, you're gonna get a BAM, so you're gonna have a lot of stuff if you go for that BAM Lightspeed bundle. But what I'm seeing is unfinished teams at the moment, and I think you need to take some time and mod some teams, get them started, get them going, and kind of base out your roster around what you have. Because you're so new, you need to focus on those mods and just focus on the teams that you have and kind of finish them. The same goes for ships. You already have a solid start with Houndstooth. You already got a Radis, and so consider going for the Finalizer and getting that up, or going for Chimera and trying to get this Chimera fleet off of the ground. But your big problems right now is just fixing the stuff that you currently have, because with 1 GL and these teams that these Lightspeed bundles gave you, you can hang out in Chromium and get a ton of good stuff for a long time. And so I think that fleets is a big hole in your roster, and I think they did that on purpose, the Lightspeed bundles. I think it's meant to be a rough time getting into fleets. Let's just take a look at what fleets are accessible to you. So you have this fleet basically done. Do you have the capital ship? You do not have the capital ship for it. Okay. Let's take a look at Empire. Empire's looking pretty shabby. Okay. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'll put out a video literally this week with just a list of teams. I actually already made this video a couple weeks ago, and I just haven't uploaded it, and so I'll upload it, and it basically just goes over every team that you can build out of your Lightspeed bundles. Yeah, I know. It's not worth using your resources, I get it. But yeah, so finish out your Radis. Don't sleep on ships. Okay, you're given another roster. Don't sleep on ships, and start finishing out your teams and finish out your fleets. And so finish out the Radis, get yourself the bomber if you need to, if you don't have it, which I'm sure you don't, because most people skip over that bomber. So get the bomber. You already have the characters leveled up for it, so get that bomber for you, finish up your Radis fleet, and then the most accessible, easy one to get for you is going to be First Order. So start working on that First Order as soon as you can. I get that a Lightspeed bundle has been leaked, but the thing is, if it's true, it's going to be a Finalizer bundle, which means the Echelon will not be involved, as well as the Special Forces TIE Fighter is not going to be involved. So start working on those now, and then when that Lightspeed bundle, you can obviously buy that and get very high. But yeah, so I would say get a second fleet. Radis is your first fleet. Get a second fleet done, and then just fill out your teams. Kind of just get what you have put together. And I'll put out a video kind of showing some teams that you can get together out of the Lightspeed bundles we currently have. And you can look over that and come back to me when you've put a little work into getting these teams set up and getting some solid mods on them. I love the Wampa, by the way. This is 100% like there's characters like Night Sisters and like all kinds of stuff that are like cool side farms. Solo farms, never sleep on them. This is one that I would interrupt farms for. When Savage Opress dropped his Omicron, I dropped what I was doing in the middle of Executor to get Savage reliced up. Wampa Relic 5 will change your life. But yeah, started farming Echelon Wednesday. Perfect. So you are correct. The Radis is ass. It is awful. But having a offensive fleet and a defensive fleet, even if it's a crap defensive fleet, having both of those is going to be super helpful, and you need to start somewhere. And so it may be crap, but it'll still trip people up. So work on getting 2 fleets, and then work on solidifying your teams, and that right there will get you more crystals to be putting into things. Another side note, you are at 3.2 million, which means you are close to the 4 million mark. Start throwing mods on any characters that are pilots. You can just throw over here. You can throw on, where is it? Did they take it out? They didn't take it out. Am I crazy? Crew member. Sorry, I'm looking pilot. Crew member. You can now see all of your guys that are crew members. It doesn't matter how low level they are. As long as their ship is unlocked, you can just throw random mods that you have on you onto these characters, and it'll boost your galactic power so fast, because getting to unlock, you know, conquest hard mode, as well as specifically getting proving grounds, is going to be insanely helpful to anyone starting out. So that would be my suggestion. Flush out your characters, get those 2 ships, and then try to get that 4 billion power. Okay. Yeah, Profundity's amazing. Yeah, Radis can help 2-shot. In fact, I used it the other day for that reason. Cardmaster, you're from my guild. Nice. Yeah, I'll throw your. I don't even need your ally. Just throw your name in the game into chat, and I'll find it. But I'm gonna go up a little ways and take a look at our next one. Let's see. Got so many chats at this point that I'm having trouble finding them. Okay. We're going to take a second just to find this. Okay, there's Seebs. And then we are now just looking for our next one. Okay, Lion's Den. Are you ready for your roast? But yeah, overall, Seebs, just saying, solid account overall for being 6 months in. Like, this is a great account. Fleets is going to be something that pushes you really high. But if you do that, get 2 good starting fleets going, and have that 1 GL, you should be able to hang out in Chromium, no problem. Okay, let's see. Lion's Den, 976. Okay. Does that look right, Lion's Den? Or did I type it in wrong? Let me try that one more time. Yeah, it's saying the right thing. Jeez. Yeah, why are you getting a roster review from me? Okay, well, let's see. Did you put in what your... There we go. I got most things waiting on light speed bundles like a crack addict. So really need to know what noobs I should focus on or factions. Okay, so let's see what you got. So you have these GLs. If you have him, then you should have this. You do not. Let's take a look here. Okay, you do have him with the Zeta. Give me just a sec to kind of look through your roster real quick. Okay. Ships. Yeah, you've got a large roster, so I don't think this is going to be a easy one to throw at me. Are you using... Piet. No, you're not using Piet for really anything. You just have Relic 9 for that. Okay. And you already have SLKR. And I'm guessing you have BAM. So you're not probably going to be getting the BAM. Yeah, you'd be crazy not to have BAM at that point. You have Cat. IG-11 and Quill you already have there, yeah. Okay. Okay, and you're working on Ultimate for Ray, obviously. Let me take a look at these then. Okay. Solid. Let's take a look at your ships. I didn't actually see, are you in Kyber? Because you definitely belong in Kyber. I just gotta put that in one more time. Well, okay. Yeah, Kyber 3. Yeah, definitely fits. You just got into Kyber. Because I need Kara up. That's fair. Literally just for Cara Dune getting up. Oh. Yeah, Roast. I remember. Okay. We will start getting into the Roast then. Give me just a sec just to go over your capital ships. Okay, mister. I didn't mean to click that. We're going to have to type it in one more time because I'm not very smart. Where is your... There it is. Oh, it popped up again. Okay, we're good. Okay, so time for your Roast. You just got into Kyber. How dare you? You have 4 GLs. 5 GLs. You should not be in frickin'... You should have been in Kyber a while ago. Okay, so your capital ships, obviously you have... Leviathan, you have Executor, you have Profundity. The problem that you have right now is that you have all of the off-meta counters ready and in your pocket, so you could put all 3 of these on defense, except you haven't actually worked on your pilots. Like, your Separatists are raring to go, but you don't have General Grievous done. You don't have your Geos up to Relic level. Even getting these guys up to Relic 3, you're going to be able to start taking down Profundities. With that counter. Your Empire team, you have, you know, a solid 3 stack of stuff that you already have that you can use, but then you're missing, or sorry, 4 stack, but you're missing, you know, your Inquisitor, you're missing your TIE Defender, and especially you are missing your Imperial Super Commando and Garsuxan. Like, dude, come on. You have Maul. I am so jealous of you having Maul. It is literally what I'm preparing for right now. The fact that I get a ship out of it, as well as 2 guys that can solo gas, or, I mean, duo gas. Plus, if you throw them with Maul, you can just do some insane stuff. Get working on this. Like, you already have a Jango Fett, you have Garsuxan, you have Imperial Super Commando. That means all you need left is Canderous Ordo, and you have a fire Maul team. And so, like, you have, like, a whole bunch of stuff, and you have a lot of great stuff. And obviously, you're working on Ultimates for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and Rey. But finish your Maul, get yourself some Imperial Troopers to help out your guild with the raid, and finish your fleets, dude. Your fleets are sad. Like, I'm starting to think I have better fleets than you. Like, yeah, you have the GL ships, but you're letting go a lot of your viability, because you could be swinging up to Kyber 2 easy. Modding them is so annoying. Who, do you mean the Mandalorians? I mean, modding anyone is super annoying. But, like, yeah, you're missing out on a lot of viability, because early game fleets are not that important in general. Mid game they start to become important, but the difference between, like, Kyber 5 and Kyber 1 is primarily fleets. That is entirely dependent on you. So Lord Vader, he doesn't have. So, like, yes, It's entirely dependent on if you want to give him to Lord Vader. But because of the rework of Gar Saxon here, we'll pull up Gar Saxon real quick. Mandalorians. Yeah, so the Imperial Super Commandos rework. You don't even have anything on him upgraded. How dare you? Okay, we're gonna go to my account so I can show you this. Yeah, that's half the reason that I wanted Maul in general, was just to get the character because I love the character. But then the fact that they just got reworked to be absolutely ballistically good is just insane. But yeah, so like Gar Saxon doesn't really have much, but whenever another ally attacks during an enemy's turn, Gar Saxon has 100% a chance to assist, which means, you know, whenever Maul or Imperial Super Commando get hit, they'll counterattack and he'll assist. But then on him and Gar Saxon get a plus 30% defense, 50% critical avoidance, 20% max health and max protection. First time Imperial Super Commando or Gar Saxon would be defeated, they gain damage immunity for 2 turns. And this isn't a Zeta. This is just easy money right there. This isn't a Zeta either. He has 100% counter chance and gains 15% offense for each enemy with no buffs. If all allies were Darkside Mandalorians or Empire at the start of the battle, whenever Darkside Mandalorian ally attacks at a turn, they deal additional true damage and recover 10% protection, which means every time Maul does his scary hands, they're all going to be dealing true damage, which ignores defense, as well as recovering 10% protection. And then whenever Super Commando or Gar Saxon attacks at a turn, the other attacks as well limit once per turn. So basically, he gets hit, then he'll respond, and then he'll call an ally to assist in Gar Saxon, and then Gar Saxon will call him to assist. And so they always get at least 3 attacks, and so if someone hits Maul, they all attack again. And so the amount of value that you can get out of this Maul team, like I literally have a guy that I talk to all the time, he's the leader of my old guild. He takes down GL after GL with this Maul-Delorian team. So don't sleep on Gar Saxon and Imperial Super Commando. I would definitely get those up and finish up that Maul team. Yeah, you can't really call him Suxon too much anymore. You're right. Oh, you're fine, Lions Den. But yeah, honestly, you're gonna have to. The big thing that you're gonna have to do if you want to get into Kyber 2 and keep swinging up is going to be getting to the point where you have the off-meta counters for other people's fleets. And so that's where I would suggest starting, and starting there will also get you a lot of the people that you need for other Galactic Legends. And so it'll kind of get you a start into a lot of different stuff. But yeah, I would start with the Chimera fleet because it's so good in so many different ways. Or I would start with the Separatist fleet because it's so easy to get up from where you're at right now. But either way, try to focus on your fleets a bit and get that fixed. And then when you have time, farm some Maul-Delorians. Maul-Delorians are going to be super nice. Even just Maul and the 2 Mandalorians will allow you to 3-man a lot of teams, even up in Kyber. But in general, if you get the full 5-stack, which you have 4 of the 5-stack ready, basically, if you get those 2 done, you're going to be able to take down Galactic Legends, including JMK. But yeah, there's my roast for you. But how dare you be in Kyber and not have good fleets? I'm insulted. That is the only reason that I'm getting close to Kyber. Okay, DG Zeno. Hey, could use some direction. I took a break from top 50. Should I keep for Profundity or do something else? I mean, Profundity is never a bad farm. I know a guy who went for Executor first as his first farm and then went straight for Profundity next, and because of that went straight into, he had enough crystals to just buy Malgus, even though he was nowhere near the level he needed. He was getting 400 crystals every day from his fleets, and so he just bought Malgus and remained in Erodium ever since, and I think he's up to Kyber now. Fleets are never a bad thing to invest in. So DG took a break from the game, lost my placement in fleets, now I'm stuck in top 50. So you currently are, it looks like you're very heavily invested into Galactic Republic. Yeah, it looks like you went for gas first. You already have a Relic 8 General Kenobi, which means you were heading for JMK. Let me check how long you've been playing in the last a little bit. Okay, so you don't have it. Here's the deal. You're headed for Profundity, but you don't have much in that route already. So Profundity's not going to be a bad thing, but it is far off your beaten path. Here's what I would suggest. Because of what you already have invested, I would focus on, let's see, you have the 7-star already. Let's check the Separatist. You already have the 5-star. So here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you, finish the Malevolence. That's going to be super important. Finish your Malevolence. Get yourself a Hyena Bomber, please. It is so good. And also, there's a little trick you can do with that team. Right here, you got the Hans Millennium Falcon. Doesn't mean your gear level or star. You should get that up. But regardless, you can throw it with your Separatist. And because it has outmaneuver that makes it so they can't target him, it means they have to kill every single Vulture droid before they can kill the Millennium Falcon. So you can use it as a reinforcement to Malevolence to piss people off. Crystals were still in Arena. Yeah, so it's been a while. I stopped when they changed them to GAC. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But honestly, if you're looking for a fleet to swing up with out of the stuff that you already have a solid start. Finish your Galactic Republic farm. And I would actually go for JMK, honestly. This is going to be a little weird because of the meta currently, but if you're getting enough in your like raid attacks that people aren't pissed at you in your guild, finish up your Galactic Republic farms, go for JMK, and how you fix your ships is going to be the Marauder. The Marauder just became free-to-play farmable. It's going to take you a while to get it, but even at 4 stars with some low-geared Bad Batch, you can swing up and take down Leviathans, Executors, and Profundities. It has, hey Andrew, it has a little bit of a iffiness to a couple of them, but the fact that it can beat all of them, I typically have a negotiator that like every 3 days will swing up to like top 3, and then everyone will bully him back out of the top 10 all the time because of the Marauder. And so 100% because of what you already have, I would say JMK and Lord Vader is probably going to be the easiest thing for you to go into. And honestly, it may not be like necessarily the meta, but to this day, everyone struggles with JMK unless they already have top tier tools. And so JMK is what I'd go for, and then get that Marauder and finish up your Separatist fleet. And honestly, that'll jump your viability of your account a ton. And you already have Bosk lying around, which means that if you get this BAM bundle coming up, you'll have a solid start to a great bounty hunter team that can swing up to all kinds of stuff. You've got a Darth Revan team. Yeah, so it looks like you just need to finish a couple teams, basically, and you'll have some solid viability. So finish what you have. Go for JMK. So Darth Revan, get some Sith Empire to go with him. General Grievous, get your B2 up. I don't actually suggest Droid Decau. Yeah, Farm Marauder, go for JMK. Finish kind of what you're already working on, what you already have. If you can get B2 up to Relics, and then Magna Guard up to Relics, yeah, I'll take a peek at your mods, no problem. Let's see, you probably have this guy at 7-star. Like, there's no way you don't. Right here, New Gunray. Get him up to gear 10, drop his Zeta on him. With his Zeta, and then a Relic Grievous team around him, at gear 10. You just want New Gunray at gear 10. That can take out Jedi Master Luke with a high enough Relic General Grievous. I've done it with the Relic 5 General Grievous. And then it also will carry you through all of Conquest, which will hurry up your farms a lot by getting gear for gear 13. Sweet. Solid start with Malak. Let's take a look at your Sith Empire really quick just to check. Important caveat, Darth Revan works best with Sith Empire because he gives a plus 100% crit damage if he's with just Sith Empire. So throwing him with other Sith is actually detrimental to his kit. But yeah, Malak's solid choice. Even this team at gear 12, especially if you use Marauder and Sith Empire Trooper instead of HK, 100% amazing. Like, I used it at gear 12 for a long time. I'd throw Savage in there as my 5th and take down Gas with gear 12s. Like, yeah, it's solid team. So yeah, finish up Malak, finish up your Darth Revan, but honestly, doing some finishing up your farms just for a little bit, and then finishing up your fleets, and that Marauder. Make sure you bookmark that Marauder and get it done. Let me take a look at your mods real quick. So you do have Qui-Gon with the Omicron. Good. So you're using him with Jedi Knight Anakin. Early 2022, so it hasn't been too long. Okay, so ooh, that's scary. Your mods aren't lining up, buddy. But speed is kind of more important than anything else. Okay, so this guy is great modded for the fact that he has speed. Offense mods aren't always the best for him, because if you're using him with Qui-Gon, Qui-Gon changes speed into offense. So it's almost better to run speed sets on Jedi Knight Anakin. But he looks like he has some solid mods. Although it's weird that, you know, this guy is slower. But Gas looks like some solid mods. Let's just go speed in general. So your fastest characters you're going to want... Yep, Padme wants fast. Darth Revan you want fast. Anakin you want fast. Rex you want the fastest. I would put your... Like, if you're using Gas a lot for your stuff, I would put as much speed on him as you can. Try to get 6-dot mods on anyone that you can. I would say he's not as important to get speed on because you don't currently have a great bounty hunter team. But, so you might be able to pull off his mods and replace him with someone else's. You have a Zam Wessel Omicron. That's great because you can throw that with the Mandalorian and Grief as soon as that pack comes out if you buy it. CLS could use some extra speed. If you have Jedi Knight Revan, you should get him at least Gear 12, if not Relic, honestly. He could use some more speed as well. I like to keep around 280 speed, and that gets you most things done. Darth Vader needs more speed. He needs to be one of your fastest characters. Yeah, honestly, Darth Revan can do so much undermanning things. But as you get up, you're going to want more and more, especially the ability to add in datacrons can change, you know, night and day how well your teams work. So getting him relic is important. But yeah, so like for this account, for how little relics you have some solid characters that are really high speed, and I'm actually very impressed with them. I would basically just say, if you're looking for mod advice, mostly it's just going to be kind of focusing on like the characters that you're working on. Make sure you're working on them to get faster. And like, you know, oh, I've got this person in the tank, so I'm going to see if I can't find some stuff. Or like you're thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to unlock this guy. Take some time and think about what you can put on them. And you could throw them on just a random character just to hold the mods for you until you unlock that character. Just strong enough for the Malak event, yeah. Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan was like my start before I started farming a GL. And honestly, they'll carry you so incredibly far. Especially since you already have a Grandmaster Yoda and you're going to be bringing that into, you're getting JMK, so he's going to have to get up to higher relics. You can also use him with General Skywalker to do quite a few events in the game. Like, yeah, just overall, Jedi Knight Revan's great. There's something else I wanted to say about mods. I'm trying to think of what it was. Oh, yes. Especially pilots, make sure you're 6-dotting mods. Anyone that's relict or that's a pilot, make sure you're 6-dotting. But overall, looks like you have a solid start, and you just need to choose a direction and go for it. And considering what you've done so far, I would definitely say JMK with the Marauder is your best go. Okay. Let's see, who do I got next? Xeno's done. And we got Wazd Matter. Hopefully you're still here in the chat. What's good? Would I be able to get a roster view? I have 3 Omicrons worth of materials right now, but don't know where to place it, and 1 Zeta ready. I will say it is 100% okay to set on Omicrons. I have 80 Omicrons just sitting in my account right now, just collecting dust, because I'm like, yeah, I have all these people I could add it to, but none of them are geared up, and so I'm fine with sitting on them. But we'll take a look at your account. If you're in the chat, Wazd, would you mind telling me what you recently farmed and what you're going for currently? Were you next, Paul? I might have missed it. Hold on. Xeno. I'm not seeing you in the list for some reason, Paul. It might have been during when my chat froze. So go ahead and shoot me your ally code and what farms it is, and I will do you first before I go to WASD. Oh, Zarkson, yeah, I also missed you. My bad. We'll do a quick one for Paul. We've been going a little slow on these. I'll kind of speed it up. But let's do Paul real quick. And then Zarkson, throw in yours as well. 7-2. Okay. Obviously, you need to get up your Ray and finish Ultimate. But let's take a look. Darth Revan, solid choice. You have some good stuff. Looks like some light speed bundles. Okay. And let's check. Solid choice having Darth Revan be your fastest character. And that is like a perfect spot for him where it's not too much investment, but it's still good investment. 290, solid. Let's see, is there any other characters that I'd be worried about? Mara Jade and Darth Vader. Get some more speed on them, although Mara Jade's actually looking pretty good considering how low gear she is. Do you just have Empire lying around? Wow, you don't have much for Empire. Although if you get Mara Jade up to about 250 speed with Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader, you'll never struggle against a Geonosian team ever again. Okay. Currently farming gas, finishing Ray, then execute as soon as I get Razor Crest. I need like 17 more Chirotechs. Okay. So solid, you're almost to Ray. That is fantastic. Get her up as high as you can, finish the ult. That's kind of a big thing. If you're going for gas, let's take a look at your Galactic Republic. Okay. Good, you didn't sleep on Arc Trooper. That is always one of the biggest warning signs when someone's going for gas. So gas looks like he's kind of a pleasure farm for you. Am I seeing that right? That entirely depends on where your Sith Empire is, buddy. No, go for Malak first. You already have the start of a Sith Empire. Keep going for that. Finish Malak. More time to Galactic Republic. Okay, you have the Qui-Gon and Omicron, you have Jedi Knight Anakin, you have Keller and Beck. Great. So that you can throw that on defense or offense with like Mace Windu and Plo Koon and be fine. Let's take a look at your ships, see how close you are to what you're going for. Solid. You can do the first part of the gas event basically already. Okay. Because you have a lot already done. So, is there any particular reason you're not going for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren next? Love your Zori Bliss. That is an awesome investment no matter what the gear level, what the star level. So I get the ships up. That's my goal. Do you already have the characters done? Okay. Yeah, and then you got this. Yeah, so you already have a well-modded Mara Jade. You have a Darth Vader lying around. Okay, here's the thing. As much as I'd like to say go for gas, and you do have a couple of the characters getting close to ready, gas requires a couple relic characters. Otherwise, you have to mod and Zeta out the wazoo. And in a time where Lightspeed bundles are out, a lot of people don't have Zetas lying around, and you know mods are always rough. Although you are doing really well in mods, I must say. I'm actually very impressed with your modding. But I would say before you continue on to a new farm, finish up a little bit of what you have. So if you're going to go for SLKR, take the time and take Kylo Ren Unmasked up to Relic 7. Take Kylo Ren up to Relic 7, throw his Zeta on him. That'll give you a solo that you can use, as well as throw a couple Zetas on this. This is 2 whole teams that you have. And then you have to get Emperor Palpatine up to Relic. You already have him at 7-star, so you can just throw him up to Relic. And then the only other person you need is, you should already have him done, Veteran Smuggler. You already have him done. So yeah, you just have to do Emperor Palpatine to Relic 7, and then those last 2 Relic 7s. Yeah, he's not new and shiny, but he's BA. Agreed. And in doing so, finish up this. The fact that they're level 1, I know it's probably you're struggling with currency. But like even these with like an Executrix is going to get you a lot of solid wins or solid defensive holds in low game. Because like you look at your gas requirements. We'll go to Galactic Republic. So you've got 1 relic and 2 relics, and those are going to be great, but you're going to need General Kenobi relic. You're going to need a Gear 12 C-3PO. You're going to need a relic there, a relic there, a relic there. Gear 12 there. Gear 12 there. A relic there. And then Separatists. You're going to need a relic there to finish out the team. And then you're going to need a relic, a Gear 12, a relic, a Gear 12, and a relic. And so that is a lot of materials and a lot of stuff that you are far away from gas. So if he is a pleasure farm for you, where it's like, I love gas, which it was for me 100%, and it was very out of the way for me after SLKR to go for gas, but I did it thinking I was going to go for JMK soon. But honestly, I would finish up your first order, get some Zetas on them, get them to be viable teams, so you have some usable teams in Grand Arena. That'll also boost up your fleets. Yeah, I'll take a look. It's Nova. It's fine. I don't know why. I'll check over my stuff a little later and make sure nothing's like interrupting and being like, oh, offensive stuff happening, because I do have like an auto offensive stuff getting removed. But yeah, so I would finish your first order, get some Zetas on them, and finish that fleet. And then once you finish that, because it won't take you long to finish that, but you want to finish that as soon as you can, so that way you can start moving into SLKR when you get to that point. As soon as you get those done, you can then move to like gas or whatever you want while you're waiting to get your finalizer done. And that'll also open you up, so you're not trying to like save up for gas and have enough for gas and Malik and Wampa and all these characters at the same time. It'll give you the time to finish your Malik. And so I'd say finish your first order and get that'll get you an Empire team started with your Mara Jade. That'll get you, you know, a fleet started, and it'll get you a second GL. And I think that'll help you the most. Just throw your ally code in, and then next 2 farms and your last farm, and I will get to you as soon as we can. I'm gonna say Andrew's probably the last one I'll do, just because we're running pretty lengthy on this stream, and I haven't eaten dinner. So let me go back. Someone said they got missed. I just want to, Zarkson, you want to throw yours in real quick? Okay, WASD, perfect. But yeah, that would be my suggestion, Paul. I love the idea of getting gas, and honestly, gas is one of my favorite characters in the game, and also one of my favorite characters in canon. I've always loved Anakin, but I think he's a little much to jump out of the way for when you still have a lot to work on. So I think you're doing solid with mods, and you've got a great start. But I'd say focus on what you have, and then get to gas when you have time. Okay. I don't see Zarkson. Ant plays games. Yeah, most likely you're on the list. Hold on a sec. Okay, I'm going to do Waz really quick, just because I can see that one. Okay. We're going to run through Waz and Dylan really quick, and then we'll get anyone that's comment got removed for some reason. I'll check over my stuff and turn off like those things for the next stream, just so that way you guys don't get screwed. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. I gotta say that your ally code is 327, 329, 328 WASD. Okay, so you said... I just saw it's on Among Pauls. Okay, Farming Executor just finished SLKR when you get around to it. Obviously get his ultimate. Let me see what his speeds are like. Solid speeds, love that. I'd get him 30 speed faster, but that's not necessary. It's just my personal preference. You have a solid Kylo Ren. I get a little bit more speed on him, to be honest, but you don't really need it because he does get bonus speed, so you can use him to solo. And you said you're going for Executor. Let's check out your Bounty Hunter ships. Okay, you got a solid start. You're missing... Got it. So you are... how far away are you from... Waz, how far away are you from... not Xanadu's Blood. Razor Crest. Yeah, Zarkson, I can see that right now. I've seen your last two now, so I'll get to you as soon as I can, which is going to be just a second. Waz, I don't know how far you are away from the Razor Crest. I don't know if you're just waiting on getting BAM itself or what. 108 of 145. So that is quite a ways. You are at 4 million, and Supreme Leader Kylo Ren will get you no problem, get you BAM. You'll get or not BAM, but Razor Crest shards every month from using SLKR. So you are at that 4 million mark. You do have SLKR, and he will get you shards for that. But you're gonna need some farms in between, honestly. Get some more speed. It looks like you need to work on your mods a bit, so that'd be an excellent project for you, because if 257 is your fastest character, especially Mara Jade when she already has a pretty high base speed, start working on your mods a bit. Try to get some speed eked out for some of the important characters for your teams, like Mara Jade, Starkiller, Dash Rendar, Resistance Heroes Finn, especially with if you have Zori. Please tell me you have Zori. Get this Zori up. Throw 1 or 2 Zetas, whatever you can afford on her. You bought all the Lightspeed bundles, so yeah. Take a look at the video that I'm going to drop tonight of, you know, teams that you can make out of the Lightspeed bundles, and make some teams out of your Lightspeed bundles. But yeah, I'd work on your mods, and in the meantime, while you're waiting on Razor Crest shards, I would say start working towards Rey. If you have the Lightspeed bundles, I know the Radis is a ship that none of us really were thinking that we'd get, but you already have the Fortress 2 at least 4 stars. You have the Radis ready to go. Like, yeah, go for Rey. Get some mods, get some solid mods going. So get some solid mods going, fill out your teams, go for Rey. And then by the time you finish Rey, you should be ready to go straight into Executor. And also, you're going to get BAM out of this next Lightspeed bundle if you buy it too, so. TJZ, did you, if you got the Lightspeed bundles, get her up to 2 stars. Don't even worry about getting her, like, relic or anything. Get her up to 2 stars and, like, just throw her with some resistance. and you can do some crazy stuff with her. I get holds almost every single Grand Arena. It's stupid. And she's a great cleanup team against something that doesn't have powerful AoEs, even in high Kybers. At 2 stars, gear 9. Okay. Yeah, the band bundle is just too good. Okay, so Zarkson, we missed you. Got it. And it's Nova. We missed you, and then we will get on to the other, I think, 2 that we have left. Okay, so Zarkson will do yours first. 596. Oh, did I press the wrong button? I didn't click on it. I'm not smart. I'm sorry, guys. Disappointment. Okay, so this one's going to be a roster roast. Got it. Okay, solid. Obviously finish your fleet, especially with the Echelon. Please tell me you're getting the Special Forces TIE Fighter too. Okay, you have the Special Forces TIE Fighter already. I'm already proud of you. Okay, you're gonna need a second fleet. Did you get both the Nope, you just got the ones with SLKR. Or you may have not even gotten those. No, it looks like you bought at least some Lightspeed bundles. Okay. SLKR obviously get up. Nice Zetas. Oh, WASD. If you have at least Gear 11, Gear 12, if you have at least Gear 11 or Gear 12 Geos, throw the Omicron on. If you don't, I wouldn't worry about it. And honestly, my general rule is 3 Grand Arena Omicrons for every 1 Territory War Omicron. So if you don't have anything Grand Arena wise, it's always worth a drop. Because if you have Watt Ready Geos, it literally just makes that team pretend that they're relic characters, and it's hilarious to watch people get holds. Okay, so let's see. Zarkson, did you put in what you were working on at all? Here we go. It's my last farm, and next to is GAC and C. Great farms to springboard to. It's what I did after gas, is I springboarded to those 2. Hold on. Do you have this lying around for some reason? You do have this lying around. Okay. I love you, Mara. Take you out in a sec. Okay. Going for Sith Eternal. You're going for Exec. Let's see your Bounty Hunter ships. Bounty Hunter ships are getting close. Are you close to Razor Crest? I'm gonna assume that you're a ways away from Razor Crest. Let's check your Empire. Okay, so you're a ways away from this in general. Let's check your Empire currently. Okay, your Empire has kind of just the basics. Okay, it's gonna, hold on, let's see if I have it ready to unlock, but I don't have BAM. You're still waiting on quite a bit of shards for quite a bit of different ships overall, with the requirements. So what I would do is I would spend your time, instead of kind of working on the requirements. I know it's a little hard to put it off. So if you want to go for Executor as fast as you can, you 100% can go for it as fast as you can, but you're going to have a while based on the shards that I'm seeing that you're missing. And so what I would suggest is I would get a Jedi Knight Revan and a Darth Revan team going while you farm the shards for the ships that you need and for the characters that you need to finish up the Executor farm. And so I would just kind of get these 2 teams started, because that'll give you a lot of viability on defense and offense in low, when you're in Carbonite and Bronzium. Those are going to be great teams for you. So get a Darth Revan team started, get a Jedi Knight Revan team started. You already have them sitting in your roster. And then in the meantime, start getting some mods fixed as well while you're taking that time. You want Darth Revan at around 300 speed. Obviously, he's missing 20 speed right now because he's not gear 13, so he's at 235 right now, technically, if you were to relic him. But you want to get him to at least 300 speed. You want to get Jedi Knight Revan from into that 250 to 300 speed area. But yeah, overall, I'd say work on your mods a bit. Let's take a look, see how he's modded. It's 115 speed, that's respectable. 100% respectable. I like to see him a little faster, but it's 100% respectable. But yeah, so work on your mods a bit, and then finish some of these teams while you farm for the Executor, especially if you're planning on buying the BAM Lightspeed bundle. That'll get you your BAM very quickly. And I do want to issue a warning as you do go for the Executor. Do not waste your Executor. Please, for love of all that is holy, once you get BAM and you're working towards the Executor, treat BAM and Cad Bane as Executor requirements. Get them up to Relic 5 at least. You usually want Cad Bane like 1 relic level above your BAM, but get those guys up as well. I don't have G12, so I can't use them just yet. Perfect. So yeah, a faster SLKR is going to be great. Getting more speed mods is never going to be a bad thing, because you can always hand me down, because any of these speed mods on Supreme Leader Kylo Ren you can then pass over to Darth Revan, and then when you get faster speed mods for Darth Revan, you can pass them down to Jedi Knight Revan, and you can just keep passing your speed mods around, which is great. And so I'd say do some mod work and, finish some of these teams you currently have while you work on those shards that you need to get to Executor. But overall, solid choice. Executor's not too far off from SLKR, and Sith Eternal's not too far off from Executor. So you have a good path in mind. Okay, let's see. Who we got next? So that's the last person we missed, I believe, right? Was Zaxxon. And so we are on to Dylan. Dylan was the next after Waz. 483 474 765. Solid. Always good to be in a Rhodium. I might see you one of these days. Baguette Boy. Love the name too. Let's start with your fleets. What did you say you were working on? Just got SLKR and Ray via your guides. Nice. Glad I could help. Barely getting started on Profundity and Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. So you have a fleet there. You have the start of a fleet there. Start of a fleet there. Let's see what your rebels look like. Solid done, solid done, 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 done. So your rebels are all done, which is super nice. Let's see how your rebels are looking already. Okay, so you don't have... There he is. He is already 7-star. That's one of the big problems most people have, which means he's kind of like your only gatekeeping from Profundity. I was gonna say you're a little ways away from Profundity if you don't have him, but it looks like you have a solid start on Profundity. And I'm guessing he's at least Relic 5. Let's see if you got him Relic 7 yet. Relic 5. Okay, so you're heading Profundity and Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, which makes sense since you have JML. Okay, let's take a look at your mods. Solid. A little too fast in my opinion, but that's not for me to judge. I always keep them a little over 300 because, it stops most things except for Imperial Troopers, basically. I just consider anything more to be a little bit of an overinvestment just because he's lost viability. But if you have Malgus, it becomes a lot less true. The more speed you have, the better. Mara Jade being fast, I don't Piet moving fast. Looks like you have a great handle on who to mod for speed in each team that you have. I might get your Rex a little faster unless this guy's up there. Yeah, he's pretty up there. I'll give him that. Yeah, he's doing pretty solid. Yeah, so you just have a lot of really fast characters. Awesome. Ooh, I want to take a look at that. With the new pack coming out, if you're planning on purchasing it, I would say work on your speeds on your bounty hunters. Get them dialed in for the Aura Sing trick. Even if you have like a gear 8 Aura Sing at 4 stars, you can still pull it off, and it's great. Great for helping with 2 shots, all kinds of stuff. Okay. Yeah, obviously get the Ray Ultimate. It's very important. You're not going to have any problems with Conquest with your roster. You've got Wampa going. You got some solid stuff going. I'd get up some more Sith Empire if I were you, so you're not using Darth Revan with just random people. Like Empire Trooper and Marauder are always going to be great investments because they're needed for other things, as well as they fit in any Sith team. But yeah, honestly, looking at your roster, I'd say there's no problems with this roster character-wise. I'd say your gaps are on ships. Absolutely. So I think Profundity is a great option for you. So go for the Profundity because you're already pretty dang close as it is. And then consider taking a break from farming for a bit and finish up some of these fleets that you have like almost done. So like you have First Order almost done, just need to finish the Echelon. I'm sure you're farming it right now. Empire, like you have a 7-star TDC, you have a 5-star Emperor's Shuttle, and so you can go after this, and that can also lead you right into, since you already have SLKR, it could lead you into Sith Eternal. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, even so, dude, even like with the pulling of the mods to put onto your GLs, you have some beautifully modded characters. This is an account that I would be scared to go up against in Erodium. The one weakness I'm seeing is, as you pointed out, is ships. I think that throwing a little bit more into your ships will go a long way for you. Let's take a look at these two. So Marauder, I will bring that up in a sec. Finish your BTLB, obviously. It's very needed for all kinds of stuff. But yeah, just fill in some holes. That's all it really is fill in some holes on your ships, relic your geos, finish your separatists. This is kind of basically what I'm doing with my account. If you've noticed, is just kind of filling in those holes that the pilots are. Because like overall, I think you have some solid teams going. You have some solid stuff going for you. You could easily fight people team-wise, but I think fleets is going to be your big thing to push you to Kyber. If you get Profundity and then drop on a couple extra fleets, I think you'll have no problems, including you have a Marauder that's at 7 stars. So the reason the Marauder trick works is because of a specific ability, and the problem is the ability is based off of the gear level of, if my game will load, holy crap. It's based off of the gear level of one of the characters. I've got to check which one. How do you get a review? I have 3 points today. Use an opinion on it. Yeah, Dylan, this is actually awesome. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna close down my game and reopen it. But yeah, so if you want to get that BTLB up, and then just get one of the Bad Batch to gear 11, you should be able to swing up to Leviathans with it. as well. And so, yeah, just finish out some of your fleets, and I think you'll be doing golden and be able to get into Kyber no problem. You kind of are in that same spot where you have the teams to be in Kyber, but your fleets are just a little bit lacking. Okay, we're back up. Okay, so let me check this real quick for you. I can actually check right now. So the reason that the Marauder works... There it is this one. So yeah, behind enemy lines. So that means you need to get a hunter up to gear 11. Doesn't matter what star level he is. You just need to get your hunter up to gear 11, and that's what makes this trick work so well, is that. And so if you get like your Bad Batch, these 3 of them to gear 11, you shouldn't have any problems pulling it off. But that's another way to up your fleets a lot. But yeah, so just work on your fleets a bit, and you'll do a lot. Yeah, I know, but honestly, if you just get one of them to gear 11 and you have a Leviathan counter out of that, I think it's definitely worth the trade. Who was it? Carter, I saw on here. Give me a sec. If we keep going at the rate we're going, I'd be willing to do a couple more, but you'll have to give me a sec to see who I've got left currently. Let me see. Okay, so let's get back to where we were. We had, okay, Waz done, Dylan done. Okay. And then Paul done. It's Nova. Okay, that's right. It's Nova. I missed you. Did I get you already? I don't think I did. Okay, you have a good night, Dylan. It was good having you here, and honestly, your roster looks great. Okay, I'm gonna go for this one then. It's Nova. I apologize for missing you for so long. If I haven't seen this one, I'm gonna go into it really quick. Andrew, I'm gonna need you to drop yours again. I don't know why, but the comment got deleted that had your ally code. Yeah, I just need to turn off moderation for my next video, just so that way this doesn't happen again. I apologize, guys. Okay. Okay. So I am at the end of my list of like ones that I have in the chat currently. And so anyone that was missed, like their chat got deleted, throw it in right now, and I will get to it. So that includes Andrew, and then It's Nova, I have you right now, and then Carter, yours didn't show up either. I don't know if there's anyone else, but whoever you are, if you are in here, let me know. Okay, Sith Eternal Ray, interesting combination. I'm guessing just because of light speed bundles. Okay, we gotta know if you're finishing your farms. At least a Gear 12 Gideon, at least a Relic 5 Dark Trooper. Needs to happen. I think yours got deleted as well, Ant. I think you mentioned it earlier. Yeah. Daniel will hit you next because I don't see yours in here. Can you throw yours in the chat real quick? Okay, so finish your Imperial Troopers, please. For the love of all that is holy, get your Dark Trooper up. It is one of the most important farms to go with Sith Eternal. Let's check your speeds. Barjade better be fast. Come on. Trust you here, It's Nova. Perfect. Beautiful even. Oh, makes me so happy. A Relic 1 Darth Revan. I'd suggest getting him to Relic 3 just so you can throw Datacrons on him. How is your Sith Empire? So this is a big one that I keep seeing, is Sith Empires being slept on. I would honestly go for Sith Empire Trooper every day over HK-47, but even if you get these 5 up to Relic, 100% do it. Get Malak up to Relic 5, I'd say at least. Tanks tend to benefit most from Relic levels. You rushing from C to exec makes sense. Do you have executor now? No, you don't have executor, but you're on your way. Okay. Let's check your bounty hunters. Sick. Make sure you relic that Cad Bane. Very important. How close are you to Razor Crest? Appreciate it, Andrew. Daniel, you got yours? I'm gonna assume you aren't close with BAM, but you might be. Who knows? Okay. Let's see. We got some solid modding. Okay, you do have sorry. I know what those are. Those are chirotechs that you're missing right there. You have a Savage. Great, great. Always love to see a Savage. Okay, now I gotta check this. Okay. Waiting on Bando, but you have the shards. Okay. While you're farming, I know that you're working on a ultimate right now, so it limits your farming to a certain amount. But while you're farming, I want you to finish a couple farms for me. Because you have a lot of solid stuff here. I want you to finish some stuff, especially considering the investments that you've put in. You're doing great on modding, it looks like. Get your Darth Revan up just a little bit. Make him be able to use Datacrons. But, yeah, so finish your Sith Empire. Get yourself a Sith Empire team finished. Fit it in somewhere. I know it's going to have to be after you finish your, after you finish your ultimate. But Darth Nihilus, like Gear 11, 5-star, even with just that, with Traya, is going to be great. And especially if you got Savage, you can take down Gas with that, like, no problem. So finish this. You put a lot into this Darth Traya, but then kind of left her here. And so put some work into this Darth Traya. Get her at least Nihilus. Scion's not really important, but get her Nihilus at least. Chip-wise, you're going for Executors, so just keep going on your way. I'm assuming you bought all the Lightspeed bundles. Let's take a look. First order. Yeah. Assemble these in teams. You don't have the Zetas for them right now. I get that. It happened to all of us. Don't sleep on this. As soon as you finish Executor, go for SLKR. But yeah, I would say finish some of your teams while you're waiting on your shards. That's definitely one of the most important things that you can do. If you have Jedi Anakin that high, you better have Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron. Okay, good. Get that Caloran back up to, gear, gear 10 before you have to use Chirotechs. Because he's going to make it so you can throw that on defense and have zero problems. But yeah, I'm seeing a solid account here. Definitely a rush account from GL to GL, but it looks really good, dude. So yeah, I would say fill in some holes. Make sure you have a Jedi Knight Revan team. Make sure you have a Darth Revan team finished. Get that Imperial Trooper team up, please. Just get that Dark Trooper up. That's going to help you so much overall. But yeah, that's about all I have to say. You're already over that 4 million. So you'll be able to get at least some Proving Ground stuff. But SLKR can do, like, I want to say 5 or 6 of the Proving Grounds, and then Sith Eternal can do the other ones he can't do. So if you get SLKR, you will have all of Proving Grounds getting shards. Shut down Wampa. Solid. Get her to relic level then. Don't just sit on her at low relics, and throw Nihilus in there. And Nihilus will go on that Sith Eternal team as well. Once you get Rey up, throw Rey on defense, use Sith Eternal as your offensive team, and it'll just be him. And then let's see how long you've been playing the game. Do you have him is the question. How close are you to Wat Tambor? Make sure you're in a guild that can farm Wat Tambor. Because since you have Sith Eternal, you need Wat Tambor. I use him at gear 5, gear 6. And so, like, literally Sith Eternal with Wat Tambor, that takes down JML solo. Just the two of those. But you can use Sith Eternal as your offensive Galactic Legend, and then Rey as your defensive Galactic Legend. And that'll open up Traya to be able to do a lot more work. But yeah, so that's what I say is just kind of take some time, finish up some farms. It's honestly the hardest thing for most people, including myself, is to take that time and finish some farms. But yeah, I would just finish some of your teams and get them, you know, real solid. Oh, that's rough. Doing ROTE, Rise of the Empire, and you're not have Watt. You really need Watt. Make sure you're spending all of your currency on getting Watt, or alternatively, I know it's painful, but you may have to go scout out. You do have 2 GLs, so you could probably scout out something good. But scout out a guild, go like join Arnold's Discord and Nooch's Discord and find a guild that'll take you in that gets like 46 shards, and you can just go merc into one of those guilds like, you know, once a month and be able to get Watt shards, because you need to get at least, you know, a 5-star Watt. Eventually you want a 7-star, but you want Watt at least unlocked, because all you need is 1 Zeta, and it boosts the viability of Sith Eternal crazy high. But yeah, I would suggest try to find a guild to just merc into if you don't want to leave your current guild, or find a new guild that's a little bit lower in its overall GP, if you don't mind the drop in rewards. And I'd say get yourself Watt and then finish some farms. And then you know, Executor is always going to be amazing. Make sure you don't sleep on the Chimera fleet that you get out of that too. And then after you're finished with Executor, go into SLKR. You got the stuff for it, you might as well get another GL. He'll do everything you need him to do for everything else. He can be an offensive or a defensive Galactic Legend for you. And once you have Executor, you have those 3 GLs, you'll be in Erodium, no problem. Like, just sitting there, getting so close to Kyber. Okay, we got Daniel still hasn't put his in, so I don't see Daniel's anywhere. I might be blind. Where are you, Daniel? I don't see Daniel. Look at all. So I think his did get deleted, weirdly enough. Okay. Well, if he... Oh, there we go. He just popped in. What's your current farm and your last farm, Daniel? Yeah, it's fine this time for some reason. 536, 688. Okay. Obviously, you're working on getting that Executor to as high as you can. Let's check. Yeah, finish this fleet. 100% finish that fleet. We're just going to go all... Let's take a look at your account. So you got SLKR, you got Executor, great farms. Rey. Let's check your resistance. So you got the 2 requirements, 3 requirements. So you're working on Rey right now. So you're about to unlock her. Yeah, so you're very, very close to unlocking Rey. Sweet. Okay. Let's take a look at your mods real quick. Beautiful. Let's make sure that you're doing it across the board. $293. Solid speeds. Okay, you're doing great job modding, it looks like. Make sure you're focusing on the big ticket items on each team. You got Wat Tambor. Yeah, so... Okay. I'm liking your roster. I really am. I think you're doing a great job. Looks solid. You're going for Rey right now. Here's my suggestion. You've put so much work in. Darth Bane's coming out as the next Conquest character. You're over that 4 million GP range, so you can push it hard. I would suggest buying the Conquest Pass, pushing for Darth Bane hard over the next couple months, and I would go for Sith Eternal after you finish Rey. Now finish the rock paper. Oh yeah, my favorite. It's the most well-made portion of the entire event and the entire game in general. But yeah, so you have an executor, which is great. Now you just need some supporting fleets. So finish this fleet, get them relicked, and then finish your Empire fleet. 100%. So I'd finish your Empire fleet, finish your Separatist fleet, and go into Sith Eternal after you finish Rey. Otherwise, this account's looking real good, getting started in places. Let's just check this just to make sure. Yeah, so this will get started as well with your Sith Eternal farm. But Imperial Troopers will push you so far in this game. They're so helpful in so many parts of the game. So make sure you get that Dark Trooper up. It's not a requirement, but it's basically a requirement if you have a Piet. So, yeah, that is what I would suggest. It looks like you're doing a good job right now with what you got so far. So just kind of your teams are looking pretty flushed out from what I can tell. You have a full relic Sith Empire, although I'm not a fan of HK. Like overall, you're looking real good. You're looking real solid. So yeah, go Rey into Sith Eternal and get those 2 fleets done. Which, you know, your Separatists you're already almost done, and then your Empire team will get done as you work on Sith Eternal. But yeah, you're looking great, dude. Just kind of continue on your way, and I suggest Sith Eternal next, 100%. But yeah, with 2 Galactic Legends, you're going to have no problems sticking in Erodium and having no problems in that area. I'd say just your fleets are going to be what kills you and keeps you from getting into Kyber at this point. But it looks like you're really solid on your teams in general. Yeah, C is super close. So I would say, you know, go for JML. Yeah, that would be nice. You do have like CLS and stuff. But you're so close to Sith Eternal, and it's such a good offensive Galactic Legend. Especially as you start hitting top Erodium and Kyber, you'll see JMK more and more, and you're going to need offensive stuff to take down JMKs. Hey, Mara. Am I not paying enough attention to you, huh? You just a sec, okay? I'm going to be out of here in 20 minutes. Okay. Yeah, should I also build a Troopers team since I basically don't have an Empire team? Yeah, so a Troopers team will always be an amazing thing to farm. Even if it's just like a Gear 12 Veers, a Relic 8 Piet, and a Relic 5 Dark Trooper, and then any other 2, 7, 4-star Gideon, 4-star Range Trooper with like, Gear 7, you're gonna do crazy things with an Imperial Trooper team. The only 2 that really need to be relicked, unless you're trying to put Datacrons on them, or you're trying to swing to really powerful teams, all you need is Piet and Dark Trooper. So 100% Zarkson, go for a Imperial Trooper team if you have a Piet. Okay, so I'm just gonna do Ant and then Andrew, and I think that's we're all caught up, and then I gotta get off because my dog's being needy. Which isn't surprising. She's a very needy dog anyways. Okay, Ant. Sorry it took so long to get to yours. I don't know why yours was deleted. I'll make sure moderation is off for next time just to make sure I get to everyone. Solid Relic 7 CLS. That's impressive. I gotta check now. Okay. One more time. I gotta check these. Whoops, missed that. Resistance, confirm. Yeah, I could do yours really quick, Carter. Okay. Here's the dealio, yo. And then you need, yeah, okay, so, and then you have Relic 5 there. Jeez, you have a hand in every cookie jar, my friend. A hand in every single cookie jar. Okay, and here's the deal. You are at a crossroads. You need a fleet, and you need a galactic legend. The two that go hand in hand, and the two that I would suggest, is going to be SLKR. You already have basically the requirements, and so you're just going to have to work on the finalizer requirements, which you are almost done already with the Kylo Ren's command shadow line and everything else. Let's check out your bounty hunters. Yeah. So you're already on your way to the Executor kind of thing as well. Executor's still a ways off for you, though, and I can tell you're going for it. Yeah. So here's the thing. As much as I like to say go for Executor, I think you really need a Galactic Legend because you have some really solid teams here. I'm going to say SLKR and then go do Executor directly after. Shouldn't take you much longer than that. Followed by Rey, finishing off Rey because you're already close to that, and then going straight into JML, and then maybe Profundity. And that'll round out your entire thing. I know that sets up your next year, but honestly, I think that looking at your roster, those are all the things that are kind of in a row for you. You have, like, you could go for any of those and have zero problems, except for the Profundity, that'll take you a while. But I would say that would be the order in which you're sharing a whole bunch of, you know, requirements with each other and getting the most value out of your stuff as you go, because SLKR will complete a lot of the proving grounds for you. He'll carry you through a lot of conquest for you. He'll give you Finalizer, which can take down Executor, and then that'll lead into Executor, which you can have as a defensive or offensive and take down anything. So I would say do that. I'm going to check your speeds real quick. But yeah, I would say go for SLKR, go for Executor, go for Rey. And then, like, literally at that point, you will have everything you need to, you know, start pushing your way up towards Kyber. And you can kind of go from there. And you have a lot of the stuff required for JML. Okay. Interesting that your SLK, or not your SLK, your Star Killer is faster than your Mara Jade, especially with offense mods. Okay, and I would also suggest farming some speed mods, just in general. Start working on your speed mods a bit, get them a little higher. Try to get Mara Jade up to that 330 speed. It'll guarantee she's basically faster than anyone. If you can go higher than that, do it. And get your Dark Trooper up if you can, since you already have a Piet. But yeah, honestly, I'd say at this point you're kind of at a crossroads where you just need to start going for a major farm. And I know Galactic Legend farms suck, but it's going to be your best thing. And you already basically have all of the requirements done for First Order. So yeah, SLKR, followed by Executor, followed by Rey. And that'll set you up for success. Farm some better speed mods. Try to get all of your characters that you actively use to at least a base level of 60 additional speed. And then the most important characters on each team up to at least 90 to 100. So Resistance Hero, Mara Jade, all that kind of stuff. You want at least 100 extra speed, if not more. And Mara Jade, you want in that sweet spot of 330. But yeah, so your stuff is looking pretty good. You could use some work on mods. But you kind of just need to pick a direction and go, and that would be my suggested direction. Okay, let's get into this next one. We got, I know Carter is coming up, and then Andrew. Let's do Andrew, and then we'll do Carter. And then I gotta get off for the night. Okay, so Carbonite 2, you should be able to get out of Carbonite 2 with 0 problems. Now that you have SLKR, I'm just saying. Mods, Daniel. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Mods are so vitally important. Okay, so Lightspeed bundle account? Lightspeed bundle account. Okay. So this is not going to be super different for you, Andrew. Just finished SLKR. Gonna probably work on Executor. Andrew, are you here? Do you have BAM? I don't see it here, which I usually don't. Do you have the Razor Crest ready? Yeah, this game is definitely a marathon. So I'll release a video. Let's see, tomorrow's Monday, right? I'll release a video tomorrow going over my mod plan and how I do it. And hopefully that'll help a lot of you guys with, just getting more speed mods saved up for the most part. So you don't quite have it finished, but you have most of the shards you need. Let's take a look at your Empire ships. Gear up and do the event. Or you could just alternatively 100% do the bundle to get BAM. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's take a look at your mods real quick before I kind of give you a finalized look. Okay, so Hux is your fastest character. I mean, he's very important. I would get your First Order officer faster than your Hux. Even if you gotta shuffle their 2 speeds around a little bit, like their mods around, shuffle them around, get First Order officer slightly faster than Hux. It's insanely helpful in so many things. Yeah, you're not wrong. A lot of it is just that kind of stuff. So it looks like you're not even close to the, whoops. My gosh, if I can click. Can you tell I'm getting tired? The TIE Bomber is a big thing you need for Executor. And so, here's gonna be my suggestion. Yep. Okay. While you're waiting on Executor, because you're gonna have to take a while to farm up those shards for the TIE Bomber. Obviously, farm up some more mods. You're doing some solid work here. I want to check your SLKR really quick, see how he's doing. Beautiful. I love to see it. You got a solid start on mods. You're a little ways away because a ship takes about 6 months to farm if you have 0 shards. And so I basically want you to finish your finalizer fleet. So first things first, get the enchilada. That'll give you an executor counter. So get the enchilada, keep working on this finalizer fleet. You can take down the executor with it, you can take down all kinds of fleets with it. You don't really have much else. I'm gonna say go for Ray and Radis. Next, while you wait for the executor. And then just depending on how far away you are from Ray by the time you get the executor requirements, either go for executor or go for Ray and finish her up. But either way, I would get those 2 GLs done and finish up your farms for your ships currently before going for a new farm. Oh, excuse me. Because like your Empire fleet's suffering, so you're not really going to get much use out of it. If you get Executor, you're still only going to have 3 of the ships that you need for it. And so you're going to need some solid ships you can use right this moment. And so I would go for... I would definitely go for the Radis and the Finalizer, just getting them finished. And then get the Executor after you finish your 2 GLs. And then at that point, you can kind of bloom outwards, you know, spend some time getting your Jedi Knight Revan, your Bastila, and that kind of thing. But that right there will give you 4 solid teams, 2 GL teams, and then 2 teams with Phasma and Zori. And then you'd have like a Jedi Knight Revan team, you'd have a Kylo Ren solo, plus you'd have 2 solid fleets. I say solid, Radis is okay. But you'll have 2 fleets, and then you'll get a GL ship, and that'll catapult you hard into a Rhodium area. And so you shouldn't have any problems there. So hopefully that helps. But yeah, I 100% would, as much as I'd like to say go for Executor, you need to finish what your current farm is. As much as I like this guy, replacing him with Echelon once you get it to 7 stars with the finalizer is going to be crazy, because synergy will always beat just plug and play viability. Yeah, it's true. Secondaries are kind of the major part. I mean, I have let me think. Yeah, the secondaries are all that really matters. Let's look at my Sith Eternal really quick. My Sith Eternal is all health mods. And I have a plus 134 speed on him still. Okay. We got... Yeah, no problem, Andrew. Let's see, we got Carter left, right? Yeah, it looks like just Carter. I'm not seeing your ally code, Carter. Would you mind throwing it in one more time? Yeah, like I think I know what's happening. I think I know why these ally codes are getting lost. There's a 3-second delay that I have set up, so that way you can't message more than twice in 3 seconds. And so if you send one like you did, where you said, okay, awesome, also here's my ally code, and then you copied and pasted it into another message and hit send, it just disappears into the ether and pops up with an error message. And so I'm guessing that's what's been happening, is people are accidentally sending 2 in a row. And so I'll get rid of the 3-second delay from here on out, just to make sure that things go in. Ugh. Yeah. I'm actually have no idea how I'm supposed to say your name, Tjiz, the second. Yeah, I mod speed mods twice as much as I farm speed mods at twice as much as any other mod, and I've stopped farming health mods entirely because you get so much from Smuggler's Run and other events that I don't see a need for it, and so I actually basically skip over health mods and just farm speed mods twice, and then go through each day. Yeah, I'll show you guys tomorrow. I'll whip up a video, kind of what my farming plan is, and you guys can take a look and see if you like it and if you want to try it yourself. Because I know a couple friends that struggle a lot with just modding, and I think a plan and a pattern helps a ton, just because it takes a lot of the thought out of it. So, Carter, you got your ally code? I didn't. It didn't show up. See if that opponent actually has gotten to his attacks yet. I doubt it, but it's possible. Right, Poopers? It's possible, huh? Nah, he still hasn't gotten to his attacks. Or her attacks. I don't know. It's Ashley, so I guess her. Well, let's take you on a wonderful trip of dailies. Need these ones. Alright, Beaver, I think I'm gonna stay for the rest of my night. Oh, geez. Yeah, finals is this week for everyone in my town, and luckily the way that my school works is they have it's a college, and they have 3 semesters a year, so you get 1 semester you're off. So luckily this is my off semester, and I'm like, oh, it's so nice not having finals. Yeah. But anyways, it was good to see you here, Zarkson. Thanks for joining us. We're gonna hop off here basically as soon as Carter gets his ally code in the chat and it succeeds. Yeah, I don't care enough to do that battle right now. Oh, sweet. It just came through. Sick. We're gonna go do it real quick. It's journey guide. Whoops. Okay. This one's gonna have to be quick because my dog's looking like she's gotta go to the bathroom. 434 552 751. Carbonite. You got your first GL, so you'll get out of Carbonite pretty quickly. About all the light speed bundles, it looks like, right? You bought all but one, it looks like. Yes, so yeah, you are missing the Star Killer bundle. Got it. Systems pilot. So yeah, it looks like you started out and basically looks like you went for some Imperial Troopers starting out, some Geos to get yourself some already Geos, and then you bought the Hyperdrive bundles, is what it looks like. Okay. And let's give ourselves a look-see on your mods. Ray, we want 500 speed. Yeah, 511. Sweet. And did you have offense mods on her? Health mods. Okay, okay. I mean, gives her more lifeblood. Get those 6-dot mods as fast as you can. We're looking Barris for Ray. Yeah, Barris for Ray is super nice. Super nice. Let's check your resistance hero, Finn. Get his speed up. I would say you're gonna need to do some work into mods, but that's always true when it comes to newer accounts like yours. You're starting to get close to that threshold of 4 million. Now that you have your first Galactic Legend, you should be able to do some proving grounds. So start throwing mods on pilots. So go up here, press crew member, and then any of these guys, doesn't matter how low gear, just throw mods that you happen to have on you, even if they're garbage mods, on them, and it should boost your GP a ton as you continue forward. Looks like maybe you bought the Hyperdrive bundle originally. I mean, easy way to check that is Separatist. Yep, you bought the Hyperdrive bundle. Okay, spend all of your Mark II, or not your Mark II, your Get 2, which is the currency you get from territory battles. Spend it all on getting yourself a Malevolence. Oh, your in-game name is fair. Okay, Veronix, got it. I didn't see that. It didn't pop up. Slicing, not calibrating. Yeah, it really depends, Jiz, but yeah, typically slicing does more for me nowadays. I've gotten some solid holes from calibrating, and then I've gotten really depressed from calibrating before. Yeah, 90 the Malevolence start. Yeah, keep pushing towards that Malevolence and start working on your Bomber. And see if you can't get a Malevolence fleet going as your second fleet, because that'll be a solid fleet for you. Finish your first order. Please get this Echelon up. Get this Kylo Ren command shuttle up. And then the last thing that I would say, besides those 2 fleets, getting them started and getting them up, obviously you have Rey done. Get SLKR. It's kind of your next step. Make sure you're maximizing your roster, so get your Resistance Hero Finn speed as fast as you can. And then let's check if you have one. Keep missing that. Zori. Throw a Zeta or 2 on Zori when you got a chance. Basically after you finish Rey's ult and, you know, get all of her Zetas on her. Throw a Zori Zeta, you can throw her on defense, and she'll absolutely clap. Doesn't matter what happens, she'll absolutely clap. All you need is the Finn Zeta for his lead ability, and then any of, like, in Zori in general, just with him. If you can get both of her Zetas, it's going to be even better, but I'll give you a solid defensive team. So kind of just take a look at the video that I'm making, or I'm not making, but rather I'm going to drop tonight. I'll find it and upload it. Take a look at kind of what teams you can make out of your Lightspeed bundles, and make sure those teams are well modded and well done. Get your 2 fleets done, so first order, try to get your Separatists as soon as you can. And then obviously you have your Radis, Radis is kind of a poor fleet. But then go for SLKR. It's the automatic go-to if you bought the Lightspeed bundles. And then from there, SLKR connects to Executor really well. And so that'll give you a really solid start into all kinds of pieces. The piece, though, that I would suggest most for, like, immediate farming is going to be... So, if the Hux does come in a Lightspeed bundle, I'm letting you know right now, this ship right here is not going to be part of it, and neither is Echelon, because it'll only be the requirements for the finalizer, which includes these 3 ships, does not include these 2. So make sure you're working on these 2 specifically if you're worried about a Lightspeed bundle. So First Order Special Forces and TIE Echelon, make sure you're focusing on them. First Order will be, you know, your raid currency and your guild currency. But yeah, so finish up those 2 things for First Order. Those will help you a ton, even if the Lightspeed bundle doesn't come out. It's still going to make this team a lot more viable. And then when the Lightspeed bundle, if it does come out, then it'll up these ships, and your fleet will be immediately ready and usable to go into Finalizer, as well as to counter Executor. So finish out that First Order fleet. Start working on that Separatist fleet, and then start working on SLKR's requirements as much as you can. Once you have, you know, the room for it. Obviously you're working on the ult, but as soon as you have the room for it, First Order, familiarize yourself with, like, you know, the teams that you can get, because you can get you can get 1 solo and 5 teams. So 1 solo, 4 teams out of just the Lightspeed bundle for Rey and the Lightspeed bundle for Kylo Ren. So yeah, Echelon is a newer ship. It got released only like a year and a half ago. Daniel, I'm going to give you a general rule that I have. Really quick. This will come up in the video that I make tomorrow. But my general rule is, if it's a white mod, it has to have rolled speed at least once for me to keep it. If it's a green mod, it has to have rolled speed at least twice to keep it. If it's a blue mod, it has to have rolled speed at least twice to keep it. Purple mod, to keep upgrading it, I have to have speed at least 3 times. And that's kind of just my general rule. If I have one that's purple and it's, you know, rolled speed twice, I'll still put it on characters, but it's one that I'm going to replace because it's just not rolling speed enough. But yeah, so if it's rolled speed less than, twice, and it's a blue mod, it's not worth keeping or upgrading, because you're just going to be wasting materials at that point. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming out and watching. This stream ended up being a lot longer than I was expecting, but it was fun to do some roster reviews. We're going to plan on streaming our next stream on Wednesday, same time, so 6 p.m. on Wednesday, Mountain Standard Time. And love to see you guys in the comments. If you guys want to do more frequent streams, I'd love to hear about it. If you guys haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. I do have a goal to have 1,000 subscribers by January. Trying to hit that as fast as I can. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Let me see if I can figure out how to end this stream with this new software.